Hello and welcome to another pick a card reading. My name is Persephone Rice and today we're going to be doing a timeless reading. Today's reading is going to be the prediction for the next 3 months, and it's not any specific 3 months, so that's why it's timeless. You can watch this reading whenever you want and it will apply to your next 3 months. For example, I'm filming this in the end of June, so the next 3 months would be July, August, September. It's also going to be quite long and quite detailed. I'm gonna try to get as much detail and forecast as much as I can. So yeah, there's 3 piles to pick from. Pile number 1 is this clear quartz. Pile number 2 is this sapphire. And pile number 3 is this sunstone. So just pick whatever pile you are drawn to and buckle up because it's gonna be a long one. So yeah, let's go. Hello, pile number 1. Whoever chooses this clear quartz. So today's reading is going to be timeless prediction for your next 3 months. So whatever the next 3 months are, we're gonna be looking forward to what's gonna happen. So disclaimer, prediction is all about based on your current energy. So if you don't like the prediction for the next 3 months, you can change your current energy, and what's gonna happen will always be based on your energy right now. So that's why I'm gonna start the reading with checking in on your energy right now, pile 1. So we will be looking into your current energy, and if it resonates, then it's just a confirmation that this is your pile. So pile 1, you are represented by the gazelle and clarified by the page of Pentacle, which is the daughter Pentacle. And this is the quote number 5, relax, nothing is under control. And to whom do I owe the biggest apology? No one's been crueler than I have been to me. Okay, this is your current energy, pile 1. You are represented by a fire sign. So pile 1, you might be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. If not, then maybe fire sign might be significant to you. You got like both prey animal, deer and gazelle, and these animals do give an impression of cute, fragile, elegant. With relax, nothing is under control. Pile 1, you might be feeling a bit fragile, and there's nothing wrong with that. You might be feeling like there's a lot of pressure on you, or you might have taken on a lot of responsibility, or the pressure might be something that you unconsciously put on yourself, and you might be just feeling it right now. With the page of Pentacle, it's giving you might have recently started something recently, like for example just started a new job or started a new business. You just have recently started taking up new hobby, for example, and you're learning, but I feel like you might feel like it's a bit more than you expect, more than you can chew. Like for example, if you just started a new job right now in your current energy, pile 1, you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. It's like, what have I got myself into? It feels like it's more than you can handle right now, because I feel like you might be in a state where you feel a bit overwhelmed and a bit like regretting overcommitting to this thing. But I just want to tell you, pile 1, that when you begin anything, the start is always the hardest. The start is always the hardest. So it might feel overwhelming at the moment, but it's very common, very normal. And in a way, it's not like, oh, you have to take it, you have to, it's not that. It's like, this too shall pass. Just want to give you a little bit of encouragement that it will pass. It won't feel overwhelming like this all the time. That example of you just started a new job and you feel overwhelmed, you feel like it's too much, just know that it will pass. It will pass. You will not always feel like this. It's just the beginning is always the hardest. and you're just doing the hardest part, and pie 1, you're feeling it. You're feeling like, yes, it's hard, but just know it will pass. Another example as well is like you just started a course. If you're a university student, or you just went back to school and you just started a course, started going back to education, and you feel like, wow, this is gonna be hard, this is overwhelming, just know that the worst part is nearly over. The worst part is just the beginning, and then after that it won't be as overwhelming. So just give yourself grace, just give yourself patience, and tell yourself that you're doing the best you can. Don't put pressure on yourself to be perfect. Don't go like, I have to know everything. Don't expect yourself to be an expert at something you just started. That example of a new job, don't expect yourself to know everything when you just started a new job. So apply this mindset to whatever situation you're in. If you just start a hobby as well, don't expect yourself to be good at it because you just started. Be less harsh on yourself, and it's just awareness. When you like aware that you're like, oh wait, I'm being hard on myself right now, that awareness, that clarity, that revelation can make a massive difference for you. Yeah, so your current energy would be feeling a bit fragile, overwhelmed, like you feel like you might break at any moment with the pressure. Just know that. Don't forget to breathe and tell yourself that you don't need to figure everything out right now. With the Page of Pentacles, have a curious mindset, have a learner mindset, have a beginner mindset. Just go like, I'm learning right now, I don't know what to do, but I'm willing to see what's gonna happen next. I'm willing to learn, and don't be afraid to make mistake. Know that you don't have to know everything. You're still learning. Give yourself the grace. Yeah. This is your current energy, and I'm giving you more advice than anything, but yeah, pie 1, I hope that resonates. So if it does, then this is just a confirmation that this is your pie 1. And I just want to mention something as well. So I have a Tumblr account. It's in my own username, like own account name, which is poemnic, and I did a 3-month prediction there as well. I did the same question the next 3 months, and it's really detailed, it's really good. It's kind of the same thing as this reading, but in written form. So if you want to check it out, the link to my Tumblr is below. So everyone, this is your current energy. If you resonate with that, then let's move on to the next 3 months. Okay, pie 1, I decided to keep this here, your current energy, Giselle, and I forgot to mention, I heard like deer in a headlight as well. That expression really describes your energy really well, like feeling a bit panicky about overwhelming. The word overwhelming just keep coming into mind because, like I mentioned, you have just started something, or you just have committed something that you didn't realize it would be more than you expected, like a course, for example, or a new job that's harder than you expect. And like I said, pie 1, don't be too hard on yourself. It's just the beginning. The beginning is always hardest. You can do this. So the first month of your prediction, pie 1, you got the 7 of Cups, and clarified by the Star Dragon Oracle 27, culmination, completion, and renewal. And this Journey of Love Oracle deck, number 31, the Christ Flame. Pie 1, your first month. Okay, with the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups talk about, the first one is illusion. Okay, and choices. It's giving illusion of choice. Number 7 might be significant to you, pie 1. In your next month, pie 1, there will be a lot of choices present to you. You will get a lot of offerings. An example would be like if you just started college, for example, and you started a course. In college you have to pick an extra course. Like just an example, if you're doing, for example, law, there is a list of classes, but then there's extra that you have to choose for the credit. It's like either go with law and accounting or law and languages, the extra class that you have to pick, and there might be a lot of choices to choose. It's like, should I pick this class? Should I go toward this or that? Yeah, there will be a multitude of choices present to you in the next month, but I heard illusion of choice. It's giving no option though. It's giving you might have already decided. I feel like by one, you already know which path you're gonna take, like what you want. Like I feel like you're with the clear card, you kinda know deep in your heart like what you want. Like you know there's no option for you. You just know that you're gonna choose this, but then you might have been feeling like you need the other option just in case. It's giving, putting all your egg in many different baskets and hoping that one would work out. But the next month, I feel like you're gonna realize that spreading yourself thin or giving yourself option is actually doing more harm than good. And what I mean by that is that I feel like in the first month you have to make a choice on where you're gonna put all your energy towards. And in a way, like I mentioned, part one, you already know. And this kind of correlate to your current energy. You might feel like you've been spreading thin, like overcommitting to a lot of things and feel overwhelming. And I feel like I can see that the fact that you feel overwhelmed might be because you consider too many options and giving yourself too much choices. It's like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I also want to do this. Like it's giving, for example, if you start new hobbies, you might start 3 new hobbies at once and you're like, cannot choose. It's a bit indecisive energy as well, but the first month prediction is that you will be able to make up your mind. You will be able to go toward a path that you feel like you can commit in. And I guess it's coming from try and error. It's giving that example, like if you're in college and you sign up for like 5 different after school club, like you sign up for soccer, you sign up for badminton, you sign up to a language club, you sign up to a volleyball club. It's like you cannot choose which club you want to go into in college. This is just an example. But then by try and by experimenting, by attending those clubs, you are able to make up your mind like, oh wait, I do like volleyball the most. I love this club the most. It's vibing with you and you're like, okay, I'm gonna decide to drop out from those clubs and committed to one club, which is the volleyball club. That's just an example. It could apply to anything. Pie one, it could be, another example would be like business. If you started business and you want to sell many products, you want to sell candle, but you also want to sell jewelry, you also want to sell like accessory, clothes. But then the next month you will be able to decide like, wait, in my business and I want to start, I think I'm just gonna sell one thing first. I'm just gonna go with the one thing that I love and vibe with the most, which is, for example, candle. I want to sell candle, and that's just what I'm gonna be focusing on this month, what I'm gonna pour my energy into. Yeah, it's very good, pie one, because if you've been feeling overwhelmed, like we mentioned, the next month you will be able to feel more relaxed, feel more confident in your choice, feel more like you can make a choice and stick to it. Yeah, and you don't have to spread yourself thin. It's like all your overwhelming emotion is coming from not being able to choose. It seems like what you experience is for nothing, because your trial and error, your experiment will help you able to choose what you want, what you're gonna be committed to for the first month. And with this, it's gonna change the game for you. When you decided you want to pour your energy into this one thing, like one business, one club, one role, you're gonna see the progress really fast. Like the progress will skyrocket, because it's like you decided that this is the path you want to go to. And it's not like you have to stick to this path forever. It's not that. It's not like that example, you're gonna have to sell candle forever. It's not like that. It's just the beginning of your business. You're just gonna focusing on one product. That's an example, just one product for maybe, I don't know, for maybe 6 months or a year, and see how it goes. And I think it's gonna go really well because it's giving quality over quantity. Another example would be like video YouTube. Instead of posting like 3 videos a week, you decided to just do 1 video and do it really well. Yeah, it's giving that energy in the first month. The first month will be you finally deciding, I know I have a lot of options, but I'm gonna make decision to pour myself to that one option. Yeah, and it's gonna have no choice but to work for me, and you'll be feeling more relaxed, more less overwhelmed, more like less scattered, more centered. You will be feeling less distracted and more focused as well, because you just need to decide. But that's the thing, by the next month, the first month of your prediction, you will be able to. You will see clarity. You will go, oh, now I know what I want. Now I know that I want to stick to this volleyball club. Now I know I want to sell candle. Now I know what type of video I want to make. It's just like clarity will be given to you in the first month, and you can rest assured in the knowledge, and you can go, okay, I know now. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna commit to. And that would take a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of worries, a lot of burden off your shoulder, a lot of pressure. It's like maybe unconsciously you were pressuring yourself to do everything all at once, but not anymore. And the first month you're like, okay, by 1 you just have to do 1 thing and do it really good. Yeah, and that's what you're gonna decide to do. By 1, I just want to read this card number 31, the Christ Flame. On page 79, number 7 come up again. Okay, the Christ flame. Within you burns the flame of the Christ beyond religion. This flame belongs to all hearts, willing to receive the divine, opening to it as a lover would open the heart to receive the beloved. Though the awakening of the Christ within brings greater closeness to the divine and therefore greater love and depth of compassion, it too can bring sadness, righteous anger, and a passionate need to contribute positive healing action and change in the world. You may be an introspective soul who does this through mastering the inner world with meditation and yoga, raising your own vibration with absolute intent that this bring healing to the world around you. You may be an extroverted soul that thrives in sharing messages and living a life of dynamic action in support of the causes that are worthy and moving to your brave heart, capable of feeling divine outrage and responding with inspired action. You may be a combination of these zone types and choosing wisely what you consume, which companies you support, what television you do or do not watch, and what you read, voting for the life you want to have around you in the world through your action, internal and external. This is the Christ flame igniting within you, setting the world aflame with the fire of divine love. This oracle brings guidance as you are connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart, bearing the Christ flame of divine love this lifetime. You are part of the wave of awakening happening on the earth now. You are exactly where you are meant to be and doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. Keep going. Love is more than words can define. It is a feeling which wells up inside and longs for release. It is a smile which starts in my heart and spreads across my face like a silly grin. It is a knowing so deep in my being that every cell speak in a language only lovers know. And most of all, it is the beginning, the birth, the possibility, the promise of a tomorrow, the hope that grows into something we can only imagine. When hearts combine, a love becomes more. Okay, yes. The first month, the overall thing would be you are finally gonna choose, gonna decide by 1. And it's not like suddenly you can do that. It's like you are choosing to choose. You are choosing to decide. It's like if you cannot decide which path to take, you will be able to master the courage, even clarity, and you might be giving some knowledge that make you go, oh yeah, I'm gonna choose this now. And it's gonna be very empowering, and you're gonna feel like a rebirth process. You might have been going through transformation, and when you're going through transformation, there's a lot of distraction, a lot of option, but on the other side of that, you're gonna feel like there wasn't any other choice except the thing that you have to choose is yourself and what your soul called you and what your soul resonate with. I feel like you're gonna realize that's the only choice for you. In pile 1, I'm gonna give you a poem that represents your first month, and you got number 31. It's called Be Mindful. So live day by day. Yes, the future is full of possibilities, but also don't forget, the future is never guaranteed. But be mindful of your moment. Treat them like a gift, your present. How rare is this right now? Will we ever again going to get them? We are here and we exist. We can yawn and we can long for things that haven't existed. But when you do that, it is right at this moment that you surely will miss. Yes, it's giving like there's so many possibilities, so many choices to choose for you next month, so many offerings, so many things presented to you by one, but you cannot choose if we are not rooted in the present. Every decision we made are made from the present, and the recommendation for next month is to be grounded, to be in the present moment, because that will help you choose your next step or choose the choices that will resonate with you the most, because you are grounded, you are connected to here and now. And like I mentioned in the beginning, what energy you are here and now will be what energy in the future. It's like you cannot expect yourself to be stress-free in the future if you're putting so much pressure on yourself now. And it's not like a threat. It's just what happened now determine the future. The energy now determine the future. And if you're putting so much pressure on yourself right now, the pressure will still be on you in the future. So what that mean is try not to put so much pressure on yourself right now, and trying to give yourself grace, and that energy will help you create a future that will be stress-free. I hope that makes sense. Pile 1. So that's your first month, pile 1. Okay, pile 1. Next, for your prediction of the second month, I'm gonna use Tarot of the Divine deck. And the card you got for the second month is Page of Wands, clarified by the Star Dragon Oracle, which is the number 12, the self, gathering your power. When I pulled this card out, I was like, my reaction was like, whoa, like amazing, blown away by this empowering image, this fire. It's giving a Page of Wands energy. It go really well together. And in the Journey of Love, you get number 38, the Pearl Traded. This check out with the first month. So pile 1, your prediction for the second month is, like I mentioned in the first month, you made your choice. And the second month, you're gonna be very happy about it. It's enthusiastic. You're gonna have so much more energy toward your passion, towards what you're doing, because you didn't expend all that energy in decisiveness. Decisiveness can drain you like more than people expect. So when you make your choice, you're gonna feel the energy coming back to you, and now you're gonna be so enthusiastic whatever path you choose. That example again of business. So you decided to sell candle. For the moment, you're gonna be so happy, so passionate, and you're gonna have so many ideas for that candles, you know. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Page of Wands is giving, I heard reckless a little bit, but in a good way, like taking risks, starting off thing with enthusiasm, very hopeful. Gathering your power, yes. For the second one, you will have a lot of energy. Pile 1, you're gonna have a lot of energy. You're gonna have a lot of idea and zest for life, and you're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna realize that whatever path you chose, it's up to you to decide if it's the right path or not. It's up to you to make it the right path. And it's giving this quote from an animation I watched. It's called Blue Lock, and I really love this quote. It's like, whatever path I choose, I'm gonna make sure it's the right one, and that's your attitude in the second one. Pile 1, it's like there's no wrong path for you or no wrong choice, because you will make it the right one for you. That quote, fortune favored the bold, and you're gonna be very bold. You're gonna be very bold in pile 2, and you're gonna take a lot of risk, and you're gonna be in your power. You're gonna be so confident. It's like that example as well with, I'm keep giving the same example, but yeah, the business of candle is like you're gonna try new, I don't know, flavor of candle, new ingredient of candle that's never been done before. You're like, no one have made this type of candle, this shape, this ingredient, I don't know, but it's like gonna be risky because it's never been done, but you're gonna go for it. You're like, don't be afraid to take risks. In your second month, pie 1, it's gonna favor you. Fortune favor the bold. Your risk will pay off. Your bet will pay off. If you were betting on yourself, betting on this product, betting on this path, you will see that it's gonna starting to pay off in the second month. Yeah, the portrait, and it's like connect to what you've been through. It's like you're gonna realize in the second month that nothing you've been through, what you've been through, the hard time, the difficult moment you've been through is for nothing. It's all connected. It all bring you to this moment, to who you are, to what you're about to do. And you're gonna realize in the second month that you are guided all along. It's like these two cards have exact same energy because it's like this is like this. Your journey was connected all along. Your journey was guided all along. It was guided by your soul all along. You were following your soul all along. In the second month, you're gonna feel so empowering, realizing this. You're gonna realize your power in the second month, and you're gonna go, oh my God, I was following my soul and my heart all along. And even sometimes it feel muddy, it feel clouded, it feel confusing, it feel like you don't know what you're doing, it feel like you were distracting. But in the second month, you're gonna realize, no, you weren't distracting. You are on the right path, which is your own path all along. And that realization that you're gonna have in the second month will make you feel very rest assured in what you're doing and make you feel like you can let go of the control of the outcome and you can have fun more. You're gonna be more relaxed, more joyful, more happy, more enthusiastic about your path. Now you're gonna walk it with a smile on your face. You're gonna be skipping even, like energy where you're just skipping to work, skipping to class, skipping throughout the day because you're just very relaxed and rest assured in what you're doing and who you are and your path and where you are. Where you are applied to might not be where you want it to be yet, but you're fine with it. In the second month, you're like, I'm okay here now. I'm okay as a beginner. I'm okay with what I have and myself right now. I'm excited for the future though, but I'm gonna enjoy this moment. I'm gonna enjoy this beginning phase. Like we were checking your current energy and it was like overwhelming at the beginning, as in like when you started something, if you're overwhelming, it's hard, it's difficult start. But in the second month, the start of things will not phase you. You will be excited to start, excited to begin things, excited to learn, to experiment, to take risks. Because I feel like you learn that you don't expect yourself to be perfect at it. You don't expect yourself to know everything in the beginning. You don't mind making a mistake. It's like that example of making the new flavored candle, the example. Maybe in the past you're like, I need to get this right. It has to turn out exactly what I expected and it have to be revolutionary. Like this candle have to be amazing or else I'm a failure. It's just an example. But in the second month, you're gonna have fun with it. You're like gonna be experimenting, but it's like even if it didn't turn out as you expect, if the candle isn't as revolutionary as you expect, you're gonna still have fun and you're gonna go, oh well, let's try another one. It's like you are so chilling. You're chilling this month, the second month, and you don't see mistake or failure as end all be all anymore. You're gonna see it as a learning experience. Your inner child will be coming out more in the second month, or it's recommended that you engage a lot with your inner child in the second month. Have fun. And to have fun, to be joyful, to be enthusiastic is nothing but just a choice. It's just a choice and a decision you made and something that you give to yourself. Part 1, and I think you finally realize that in the second month. It's like whether I'm having fun on my path or not is not because of anyone but me. The only one who's standing between having a good time and having a hard time in this path that I'm in is just me. So if I decided to have fun, to be joyful about what I'm doing, then that's exactly what you're gonna get. Like you realize the power you have. Part 1 in the second month, you realize the power of choice. You're gonna give that to yourself. You're gonna give yourself a good time. It's like, I decided I'm gonna have a good time, and that's it. You just decided you're gonna have a good time, and that's exactly what you're gonna get. You just decided that this is gonna work out, and it's gonna work out. You just decided that you're gonna win, and you're gonna win. It's just a matter of decision. And in the second month, that's the biggest realization you're gonna have. Yeah, the pearl traded. That's for the second month. I'm gonna read out number 38. The pearl traded. Though we labor through the illusion of individuality and have to face our inner challenges in solitude, our spiritual transformation is not an independent event, nor is it for our victory alone as we approach the enlightened way of our embracing love. Each human being is a pearl on the Divine Mother's garland, gradually assuming luster and revealing beauty, worth, and radiance over many lifetimes. Together, we are creating a precious offering in return for her gift of life. We can learn to draw on the collective effort to allow our own journey to become integrated into the journey of the group without being weighted down, and instead to be lifted up. To do this, we honor the thread that connects each of us, one divine being, just like the various fingers that belong to the one hand. Then we honor the pearl essence of our divine nature, that we are capable of growth and transformation, becoming divine beauty. This oracle brings you a message. You are to shift your perspective to allow our groups that you are involved in to become a source of energetic lifting rather than depletion. If a group you are involved in cannot do this for you, then you may not be in vibrational resonance, and it may be time to seek a group that is more energetically supportive of your vibration. Trust your feelings and don't be scared to open up and allow yourself to connect with others. That way you can truly know if a group or gathering is for you, or if you need to move on. But do trust that you are not alone on your journey, and the soul connection that will nourish you will draw you to them like strand of pearls on the Divine Mother's necklace. Heart apart, remember love, and time stands still. I feel like in the second month, when you decided to take that risk, you're gonna be joining people who are exactly like you, which is your own family. You're gonna meet people who also decided to make the hard decision. It's like you finally gonna choose to enjoy where you are and have fun. And it is a big realization by 2, because you decided to shift your energy completely in the second month. No longer is your life purpose or your life path filled with burden and pressure and responsibility and like, oh God, I have to get this right or else. None of that. Your perspective have shifted massively in the second month, where you go, no matter what happened, I'm gonna have fun. No matter what happened, I will walk through the flame with my head held high. And grace. Okay, this song just came. It's called, I think it's called Cat Eye. No, I mean it's by the group Cat Eye, and it's called My Way. Like, I'm gonna do this my way. And my way it's very fun. It's enjoyable. It's not pressuring, it's not perfect, but it's gonna be so much fun. And when you vibrate in this enthusiasm, positive energy, then you decided to, the people who also decided to will match your energy, and yeah, you will meet them. And that oracle talk about you're not alone. People who decided to join you also decided to enjoy what they're doing as well. It's amazing to be with people who enjoy what they do. When you with someone who enjoy their craft, enjoy what they're doing, the experience turn very divine and turn very magical. And it's gonna feel like no matter what happened, we enjoy it. We enjoy today. Yeah, I'm gonna link that song for your second month. Okay, if I want, I might give each song for each month as well. So the song will be below for each month, okay? Okay, bye. 1, I'm gonna give you a poem that will represent your second month. And this is an original poem from me, number 21. It's called Free. Oh, to be free and to claim that identity, flying to and fro, endless route to go, heading where no one dare to follow. Dibble and dabble, the infinite possibilities. Not committing doesn't mean uninterested. It just means the interest ended suddenly. I want to fly where my wings would take me. Follow my heart, no rules, no limit. Where I end up is where I'll be. Cheers to always being free. Yeah, in the second month, you're gonna realize that it doesn't matter what path you choose or what path you're committed to. The biggest realization you have is that as long as you choose yourself, as long as you choose your heart, as long as you choose to follow your soul, there is no wrong path for you. Yep, pie 1, that's your second month. Okay, pie 1, the prediction of your last month. The third month is you got 2 cards. You got the Moon and the Lover, 2 major arcana. And then the Oracle card, you got number 13, Challenge, standing up for your rights. And number 27, Ethereal Touch. I feel like number 27 come out a lot, so some of you might be 27 years old, that's just for some of you. Or you might be turning 27 on the third month, so if that resonates. Okay, pie 1, your third month prediction is that you are going to be more confident in your intuition. You will be trusting your intuition more. The Moon talk about subconscious, dream, even illusion again, but I feel like pie 3, you're gonna have no problem with the Lover, like reciprocate your intuition, your instinct. It's like you do not need physical evidence anymore, or need it to validate or to help you make certain decision. For example, the same example of the business, like candle business. Your intuition is to go toward this path and do this thing. And maybe in the past, you need physical validation or physical evidence that you're doing the right thing and this is what you're supposed to do and this is the right choice for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you have grown so much in the third month and trust yourself to the point of just trusting your instinct. The feeling is enough. It's like the feeling is enough for you. It's great to have physical proof and it will be evidence later on, but you don't need it to make a decision anymore. You're like, I trust my gut, I trust myself, I trust my intuition. And in the third month, your subconscious fear will be revealed to you. And instead of repressing it or ignoring it, maybe you did that in the past. Instead of that, in the third month, you will be embracing it. You will be accepting your fears. It's like you never know that you have a fear of, just for example, of taking risk. You're like, I didn't know that was one of my fear. You don't know that you hate taking risks because you don't like the unknown. You don't know what's gonna happen. And taking risks mean being okay with the unknown, so you never did it. It's like you just realized, oh, this is one of my fears. And instead of feeling like flaw, you're gonna be like accepting that fear and even facing it. Yeah, like you're gonna take up that challenge. Like 13, stand up for your right. You're gonna take up that challenge. It's like, oh, I have a fear of taking risks. So I'm gonna face it by taking more risks, by doing exactly that, facing my fear. Another example is like you're gonna be conquering your fear on the third month. If you can think of specific fear that maybe is not so subconscious, like just an example, if you have a fear of height, you might feel daring in such a way that you will face it. You will go, I don't know, go on a Ferris wheel, even skydiving, bungee jumping. Diving, is that the thing? It's like you will take that challenge on and face it. No matter what fear that is, you will not look away no more. You will love it. You will love your fear. You will conquer it. And internal touch. In the third month, the fear, the subconscious or conscious fear will not drive you, will not control you anymore. And I just heard this phrase, being confused and being fearful and being doubtful is just a step towards clarity. Being confused is just a step toward clarity. There's nothing wrong with it. We don't need to shame ourselves when we're confused or indecisive. You just realize that it's just a path toward knowing, a path toward making that decision. It's part of the process. It's just part of the process. And we can't shame ourselves every step of the way, or else the journey will be not enjoyable, will be not fun at all. But in the third month, you have realized that I will not criticize or shame my intuition for expressing this way. You will, again, facing it, come to mind. It's like when your fears come up, you won't try to shut it down. You're feeling quite brave this month to understand it, to face it. It's like, I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling fearful, I'm feeling even suspicious, I'm feeling doubt again, I'm feeling worries again. It's okay. It's just part of what you're doing. You're not feeling 100% confident. In the third month, then you go, it's fine. I'm gonna give myself grace. You have mastered giving yourself grace, pie 3, and in the 3rd month you will see it paying off. You have mastered taking the burden, taking the pressure off yourself, and in the 3rd month you will be applying that. You will be your own lovers. You will be your biggest supporter. For example, if no one is supporting me in my decision of starting a business, I will support myself. I'm my biggest supporter, and you're not gonna hold back showing that anymore. In the 3rd month, you will be more expressive of what you're doing. Like for example, if you have a business, I keep getting that example, you will be showing it off, you will be promoting it, you will be speaking up for it. What you call that? Advocating for it? It's like you have no problem advertising yourself, promoting what you do, your business. It's like, this is what I'm doing, showing off your work. It's like you have come to realize that the fact that you were so scared of being seen is because you might have unconscious fear of what people will think and say about you, and that's just so normal, and you realize that. It's like, it's so normal to be fearful of the opinion of others because we're all human, and that's fine. But in the 3rd month, you're gonna go like, but it's not gonna stop me anymore. It's not gonna stop me from showing myself anymore. And if being visible, being seen make you feel nervous, make you feel like it's a challenge, then that feeling is telling you you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing by feeling nervous, feeling a challenge, because it's mean you're growing. It's mean you're growing. It's mean you evolution. Yeah, you have embraced your shadow self finally. In the 3rd month, you have integrated your shadow self. Whatever gonna come up, you're not afraid. You're like, whatever subconscious fear that will reveal to you in the 3rd month, you're like, come at it. I'm not afraid. In fact, I love it. I love my shadow self. She's just a part of me that's keeping me in balance, that's keeping me from going too far. Your shadow self, she or he, your shadow self is a part of you that loves you. You realize that your shadow side is a part of you that loves you, and you understand that. Okay, the 3rd month, pie 1, might be a challenging month, but it's indicate that you're leveling up, because in a video game, it's like, if it's get harder, then you're leveling up. If it's too easy, then you're not leveling up. It's just logic. It's video game logic, and you kind of know that. In the 3rd month, you're like, okay, challenge accepted. So for example, it's like, if any obstacle come up in the 3rd month, that example again of your candle business is just an example. It's like you have started your candle business, you have launched it, you have opened up your business and everything, and then suddenly there's obstacle. As in, for example, maybe there's logistic problem, like supply chain, for example, supply chain delay, whatever. And the situation might bring up your subconscious fear once again, but you're not consumed by it. You're not succumbing to the situation. You're just like, challenge accepted. I'm gonna do what I can do. I'm gonna control what I can control, and what I can't control, I'll be embracing it. I'll be accepting it. Yeah, you have mastered giving yourself grace. Yeah, I feel like if you have grown up in a family dynamic that were hard on you, or putting so much expectation or pressure on you, whether directly or indirectly, or it's just like a societal thing, then you have shade that pressure. Pie 3 is such a big thing, because now you know that you don't need to live up to the society expectation or live up to unrealistic expectation that you give to yourself. If having a hard time is considered imperfect, is considered failure to you in the past, now it's like, it's just part of the progress, and you have accepted. So you're not scared of hard time or difficult moment, because you know it's just part of being human, and you're just not gonna shame yourself anymore. In fact, when you're going through hard time, when you're going through obstacle or difficult situation or challenge, you're gonna love yourself even more. You have decided, in fact, if I'm having a hard time, I'm gonna give myself the most love even more. I'm gonna amp up my self-love. I'm gonna end up being gentle, being supportive, being kind to myself. Yeah, that's how you handle challenges, and it's such an improvement. Yeah, I'm gonna read this 27. Ethereal touch. Number 47. Ethereal touch. Spirit is present in your very touch at this time, and you are having an impact on the world around you, particularly your close relationship, in ways that are far more profound and may be immediately obvious. The touch of your soul is interior, spiritual, of light and sound. It moves the heart and open pathway, a possibility through love, faith, and trust that would otherwise be impossible to access. Trust in the presence of the divine in your touch, physical and spiritual. Your healing presence is making waves of love rise and stir in this world, and the divine lives and breathes through you. Beloved, remember that though the sacred temple of your body gives you with hands through which to hold and give, it is the soul within the flesh that render touch a sacred healing. This oracle guides you to accept and embrace your healing abilities and to trust that you can feel your way through life by opening your hands to receive and taking hold of the opportunities that are present to you. You are meant to touch the world with your spirit. In a world of no consequence, in a world of no consequence, in a world of no coincidences and no mistake, you are heaven sent. I thank God for the opportunity to know you, to experience your kindness, your generosity, and most of all, our love. How long I have waited to open my heart, to bare my soul, to let my power comfort and my arms hold, to let my wisdom counsel and my love awaken. Why, this is only the beginning. When I look in your eyes, I know. Yes, in a world of no coincidences, no mistake, you were heaven sent. You finally acknowledge by 3 in the 3rd month that there's no mistake. It's just inevitable. There's no wrong choices. You are sent. You are divinely sent here. And every choices you made were guided. Even ones where you might regret or thought it was a mistake, you realize it wasn't. It's supposed to happen. Everything that happened is supposed to happen, and it's just part of the process. And anything that part of the process need to be embraced. And yeah, that's your 3rd month, and your energy in the 3rd month is just gonna embrace even obstacles, even challenges. You're like, okay, this is just part of the journey. These obstacles, these challenges, then I'm just gonna face it. I'm just gonna embrace it. Yeah, there's no need to be scared of obstacles or challenges. It's just part of the process. And yeah, and you feel ironically in control than ever when you realize that. It's also giving hangman energy as well. Yeah. Pie 1. Next, I'm gonna give you my original poetry. Okay, Pie 1. A poem that represents your 3rd month is number 30. It's called All True. What if this is the exact thing you were looking for? What if nothing goes wrong? What if you like it more than you expect? What if you have a good time? What if you learn something valuable? What if it's all work out? What if you like it? What if it's meant for you? What if? And this is the best part. What if these what ifs are all true? Yeah, it's like, instead of assuming the worst, you are changing that. It's like this. It's like your fear is saying, what if this is not supposed to happen? What if this is a mistake? What if this is the wrong path? The lover indicate that you're like embracing that. It's like, yeah, that might be true, but what if it is supposed to happen? What if this is just part of the process? What if you're exactly where you're supposed to be? What if everything worked out for you? It's like you're learning to balance your mindset toward one that actually help you instead of hindering you. That's massive growth. It's like you're not going against yourself anymore. You're like, I'm not gonna stay in my way. It's like maybe in the past you might stay in your own way, but the 3rd month you have learned to not get in your own way. You're like, I'm not gonna get in my own way. I'm gonna support myself. And starting with the perspective, your outlook on life. That's amazing. Pie 3. I feel like in the 3rd month you're gonna get a lot of things done, a lot of fear conquers. You're gonna be experiencing, like specific example is like if you have a scare of height, that's why you never been up in a Ferris wheel. The 3rd month you're gonna like, I'm gonna go on the Ferris wheel because I want that experience. conquering your fear of height. That's just like specific example. Yeah, pie 1, that's the prediction for your next 3 months. Thank you for staying until the end. This is quite a long one, so I hope that resonates and I hope that it's helpful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to check out the Tumblr. The written one is really good as well. Yeah, and there's song representing each one for you in the description. Have a listen to it if you want. And I want to thank your higher self, your spirit team, for helping me with this reading. Yeah, that's it for now. Pie 1, thank you for being here. Bye bye. Hello, Pie 2, whoever shares this sapphire. So today's reading is going to be a long one. Prediction for the next 3 months. Disclaimer, when we talk about prediction, the future is always based on our current energy, and if you don't like what's the next 3 months in store for you, we can literally change it by shifting our current energy. And yeah, so that's why I'm gonna do a check-in on your current energy, Pie 2. And this card will be the animal that you are representing, like the energy you're in currently, which is the bear. And clarified by the 8 of Wands. And then this quote. You can try again tomorrow. So Pie 2, your current energy is the bear. You might be an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Your current energy is, you might be feeling lethargic, low on energy, even sleepy. It's giving hibernation, but with the 8 of Wands, clarifying, it's giving the end of hibernation. That liminal space where you're not asleep, but you're not exactly awake either. You're in between. Specifically, Pie 2, you might be in between timeline as well, in between chapter, like you ended your own chapter, but your new chapter haven't started. Specific example would be like you left your previous job, but you haven't exactly started your new job yet. It's giving transitional state. I feel like you're trying to incorporate the new activity, new reality, new action into your daily lives, but it's not exactly been easy. Your current energy is you're tired of how it used to be, how you used to feel, and you want to change. You want to go towards something new, incorporate new activity, but you're on a fence about that. It's like I want to do that, but it's so tiring, but I don't want to do what I've been doing either. It's like a very, very frustrating place. You don't resonate with the own ways, but to go towards the new way is not there yet. What you can try again tomorrow is that doing new things take time, incorporating new, for example, new habit take time. It's like if you've been feeling lethargic and you want to feel energized, you want to incorporate more movement into your habits, like you want to take more walks, you want to go for a jog or do some kind of sport. Doing a little bit every day is enough. It's like you want to incorporate more exercise into your routine because you don't like the way that, for example, maybe you sit all day in your job or sit all day in front of a screen, and you're like, I need to incorporate movement into my daily routine. Like doing a 5k run every day it's a bit much. So maybe try a 30-minute walk around your neighborhood. Slowly incorporate your ideal reality. With the 8 of Wands card is like very fast. Maybe you're trying to do something too fast, trying to incorporate too fast. It's like when you want to incorporate movement, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go for a 5k run. It's like slow down. You don't need to do the full thing right away, if you know what I mean. What is that graph? Showing up 50% or 20% every day. It's more realistic than showing up 100% every day, because if you expect yourself to show up 100% every day, you won't show up every day. Yeah, if you expect instant result to what you're trying to incorporate, the advice is that maybe not because something do take time, and incorporating healthy habits do take time, and give yourself that time. You're not in a rush. You don't need to be in a rush. Pie 2, you have time. And it's like maybe you feel like, if I don't do this now, if I don't like go all the way in, this now, then I won't do it at all. I feel like that mindset is not really helpful. I feel like you should give yourself more credit. You will definitely do it, whatever that is you try to incorporate, but don't expect yourself to do it all at once. Another example would be like, you want to, if you're an artist, you want to draw, like sketch every day, but then what you expect of yourself is you're trying to finish a piece, an art piece, in a day, and that's like unrealistic, and that would make you burn out and you won't show up the next day. How about sketching one page a day, like 10 minutes a day? Yeah, it's giving slowly incorporating what you're trying to do little bit by little bit, because I feel like your body is adjusting to this, and you can't expect your body, even your nervous system, to handle the amount you're hoping for yet. Slowly integrating this new reality you're going towards. And if you feel like you don't do enough today with this card, you can try again tomorrow. You can do, maybe for example, you can only sketch 5 minutes today because you don't feel like you can handle it. You don't feel like it, right? So maybe tomorrow, when tomorrow comes and you feel like sketching, maybe you can do 20 minutes instead of 10 minutes. You can be more flexible. You don't have to be rigid. Incorporating things, your current energy is like, in order to get what I want, in order to shift my reality, I have to do this. That is true, but you don't have to govern the timeline. For example, you might have this mindset, I need to finish my sketchbook in a week, or even in a month, like my, 300-page sketchbook. I'm gonna sketch the whole book and it need to be finished in a month. And I feel like focusing on the end goal, the target, I don't think is suitable for this energy. This energy is giving you should focus on the process, like sketch 10 minutes a day, for example. And what is that saying? Slowly and steady win the race. It's giving this quote as well. I was watching Kino Tarot reading, if you know her. I love Kino reading. And she said this quote to me once. It's like, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I think that's the saying anyway. Yeah, it's like slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Don't rush. You might feel like you want to rush out of feeling tired of the old life or the own way or the way you were feeling. You just want to rush out of it. It's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. For transition, it's, when they're talking about transformation, they're talking about a cocoon into a butterfly. But then if you really think about it, the in-between is the hardest part. The in-between where the cocoon is, melting down, destroying itself in order to transform, in order to break out of the cocoon and into the beautiful butterfly. The amount of work, amount of energy it takes to transform is immense, and you are in that process with your current energy. You are going toward the right path. You're gonna get what you want. You're gonna get the life that you know you can have and you are capable to, but you do not need to rush. You do not need to rush. You don't want to rush to the end goal, because that's not the point of what you're doing. I feel like the life that you want is right here, and it's starting right now, and it's starting every day with every little thing. And do one thing that make you feel better every day. Like, for example, you might wake up and you feel like, oh, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the old life. Do one thing that you never done every day. Do one thing that's new for you every day. Like, for example, you wake up and you wear the shirt that you never wear because it's too fancy, or wear the dress or whatever. Wear that fancy clothes that you save for special occasion. No, how about wearing that today? Yeah, it's just a little thing like that, and that could lift your mood for the whole day. So that's your current energy. Just try new thing, just incorporating action habits so you can transition into a reality that you feel vibing with. Okay, by 2, we're gonna move on to the prediction of your first month. So you are represented by the bear right now, and the first month you got the 4 of Scepter, which is 4 of Wands. Number 21, Resilient, finding your limits. Number 32, God speak. Okay, pie 2. In the first month, you are going to feel very good. And that's just the energy I feel. Like you're gonna feel like you are driven by passion, but not really. Driven by your love for what could be. Like love for fantasy or dream come true, and it's a good feeling. It's giving vision board, and I feel like in the first month you're gonna feel very inspired by even your surrounding. I believe what could be your dream. Pie 2, if you script, if you have a vision board and you know exactly what your life are gonna be like or what you want your life to be like, and if you do scripting, like writing in details, you know, your day, like what you wear, how you living your life, you are gonna put those into motion. You're gonna apply those in your first month. You're gonna go for it. You're gonna go creating your dream reality, making it come true, and you know, just do it. Like I gave an example of your current energy where you wake up and you just put on the best dress or the best shirt that you have in your closet, or your favorite. You're not gonna save it for a special occasion or save it for, you know, later. You're just gonna do it now. You're gonna wear your best clothes now. You're gonna dress up. You're gonna curl your hair if you need to curl your hair. Like just putting in effort in little things. You know, what's the point? Why do I need to get dressed up? But I feel like in the first month, you're gonna feel like you're gonna get dressed up for no reason. You know that meme in Instagram where the girls are getting dressed up to go to get a drink, to go get matcha, or getting dressed up to go nowhere. That is gonna be your energy in the first month, and it's gonna be really good because I feel like you are living in your own reality. You know, it's like your current energy is you kind of bored and tired of your reality, your surrounding. You're uninspired. You're like, it's the same old routine. I'm so bored. I want something new. And in the first month, instead of searching high and far, instead of doing something drastic, the first month you're gonna go, I'm gonna live in my own reality and create my own surrounding. So you're gonna get dressed up, you're gonna go to cafes, you're gonna take cute pictures. Yeah, you're gonna use that, I don't know, what you've been saving for a special occasion, those plates, those mugs, open that games. I don't know, it feel like you're not waiting for life anymore in the first month. It's like you're not waiting anymore, you're just gonna live it, you know? And it's really good. It's like, what am I waiting for? Who am I waiting for? If you're waiting for to feel ready, or waiting for a person, if you're single, like maybe waiting for your friend to, you know, do it with you, or waiting for a person to change your life. This is in a way that feel very empowering, because by 2, you finally realize that the only one person that you've been waiting for is yourself, and finally you have caught up to yourself, and you have realized that you don't need to wait to make your dream come true. You can just do it yourself. Do it now. Grant yourself that wish, that small dream come true, no matter how small it is, like wearing your favorite shirt, getting your favorite drink, reading that favorite book, watching that favorite movie, playing that game that you've been waiting for. And resilient, finding your limit. Oh, this is number 3. So 3 might be significant to you, as well as 4. And maybe Aries. It's like you finally wake up to your surrounding, to your reality, and you go, I can see what's in front of me, and I can see that I have more power than I realize to create it in a way I want. And it doesn't feel very empowering. It doesn't feel intense, even though there's a red color here. It feels like soft. It feels like sea breeze. It feels like soft, gentle melody. The transition doesn't feel like explosion or big changes. It feels very soft. It feels very natural. It feels like a flower blooming, like unassuming, but but there's a difference, because you're like that flower. In the past, that flower is just a bud. It hasn't bloomed. But in the first month, that flower is slowly blooming. And that is applying to your life, to the way you live, your habits, the way you even think, the way you do little things. That saying, like small decisions, small thing adds up. People wait their whole life for a big change, but they have no idea that that big change comes from small little details, little choices that you make daily and every single moment. And I feel like by one, you realize that. You're like, what make a great day isn't one big thing that happened. What make a great day is choosing little things that make you happy. Using your favorite mug, wearing your favorite shirt, taking a walk, watching your favorite TV show, hang out with your favorite person, spending time with your pet. Little thing, the choices you make, small choices you make in a day make a great day. It's like compilation, accumulation. And yeah, with resilience, finding your limits, you gonna know what your limits are by one. I think I touched on this on your current energy, where you feel like tired of your own way and you're inspired to do something new, and then you just try to go all in. Like, oh, I want to incorporate, just an example, sport into my life, so I'm gonna go for a run, but I'm gonna do 5k to indicate that this is a new habit. Or like, I don't know, maybe what you're learning right now is knowing that small changes make a difference too. And yeah, I feel like in the first month, you're gonna master that. You're gonna realize, like, I don't need to rush. I don't need to do a 5k run every single day to indicate that, to validate that my life has changed. You can just do small run every day, and every day in a week, in a month, it will show that you did change. Your life did change. You did grow. You did transform. Not in a way that, like fireworks, you know how fireworks are so intense, so hot. They shoot up, they sparkle, they're beautiful and amazing, but they burn out really fast and they gone. Poof. You're like I mentioned, you're like a flower. Like, it takes a long time for you to emerge from the ground and bud, but when you bloom slowly, compared to fireworks, flower life longevity is longer. When you know your limit and apply your limit, you last longer. When you take a jog every day, 30 minutes, you do it for longer than when you doing 5k every day. You know what I mean by. Two is just that when you know your limits, you pull back and you can do it longer. I don't know what that is about. What is that? I'm getting like some kind of sport for this card. It's like you don't overdo yourself, because that example, if you run 5k every day, like you're gonna be sore the next day and you won't be able to show up to run the next day, and it won't be consistent because you overdid it the day before. If you know what I mean. I'm very curious about this hobby that you're trying to do, and it takes skill, it takes resilience, but it takes you could even say humbleness. It doesn't take greed, like it takes like pulling back, not rushing, in order to incorporate this activity, this hobby, this habit that you're trying to do. I'm very curious too about what this is, so I'm just gonna clarify what you're trying to incorporate. For listening, what is pi 2 trying to incorporate? Okay, Son of One. Something new anyway, something you excited to start. It's giving, I'm gonna list out, you don't have to resonate, but you're starting a new sport. You inspired to incorporate some type of sport, like hiking. It's giving hiking, it's giving weightlifting, it's giving a bit intense exercise. I'm not gonna lie, but like I mentioned, please don't overdo it. Just slowly incorporate. Please don't overestimate your body. I feel like it's gonna burn out really fast and you're gonna stop, So we can give one example, like I got one, like boxing. If you're gonna do, for example, pi 2 boxing, it's giving the energy where you're signing up for advanced level when you're just a beginner. It's not like because you feel like, oh, I can do this. It's not because you're arrogant. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you just feel quite passionate, and that's a good thing. You feel like inspired. You feel like you can do this. You feel motivated, and that's a good feeling. And that's why you feel like you want to do more. But for the first month, the advice is give your body a rest, like underestimate your body. don't expect instant result post the process, you know, the training process. I see a lot of those in Instagram where they post like starting weight training or boxing or whatever, and they post the process like day 1, day 2, day 3. Yeah, I think it might be a good idea. You don't have to post that like online or to the public, but I think it's a good idea for you to film your process like day 1, day 2, day 3. Yeah, and then that will give you the idea that it just takes slow incorporation to improve. Yeah, I feel like you already know this part too, but it's just that I can feel that the first month you just feel so passionate. You just feel so inspired that you just want to do it right now, and you want to do it all right now, you know? And that energy is good, but we have to be smart and know your limit in applying that energy. It happened to me before. I can give a personal example. Like, I do a lot of reading, like pick a card, and I feel so inspired. I feel like, oh, I want to do this topic, and I would film 3 pick a card in a day, and those are long ones. And yeah, it's giving, I was inspired and I did it, and then it's giving burnout the next day. And then when you burn out, you're gone for like nearly a week. So yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want to slowly, steady win the race. We want to give ourselves time to adjust. We want to give our body time to adjust. We know that it's gonna happen either way, as in you're gonna live your dream reality even if you take your time, especially when you take your time. You don't have to rush. It's giving that energy of like you want something, right? You want a product, and you're thinking that, oh, we have to wake up at 5 a.m. and go wait outside the store, because if we don't, then it's gonna be sold out, because other people will wake up at 5 a.m. and they're gonna be in line at that store, and it's gonna sold out. I feel like that's energy you might be feeling in the first month. It's like you want something so much, you want that so much, and you don't mind waking up at 5 a.m. to stand in front of the line to wait for the shop to open so you can buy that product. But that's the thing, in the first month, the universe is letting you know that even if you don't wake up at 5 a.m. and stand all day at that store, it still will be yours. What's yours will be yours. You don't need to do extra effort, because what's you're gonna come to you regardless and effortlessly. You didn't wake up and stand in line at that store to buy that product that you want so much, because you know that you're gonna get it. So you go at appropriate time. You go when, I don't know, when the store open at 9, I don't know, and it's still there and you buy it. It's like, it's just that simple. It doesn't have to be so intense. And I feel like in the first one, part 2, not gonna lie, you might have a lot of big feeling, like big intense feeling with the 4-1. 4-1 talk about destiny, talk about even soulmate. You might be feeling like, this is my destiny, I have found my life purpose, like I'm so happy, I'm gonna give everything, give it my all my energy into this destiny, this life purpose of mine, this passion, this whatever that you're gonna discover in the first month. But the advice is just that maybe pull back a little bit. Maybe, yes, feel those big feelings, but be careful not to let it burn out fast like fireworks. We want to be flower. In this case, we don't want to be fireworks. Yeah, it's just an advice for the first month, part 2. I'm gonna read out this God Speak. Number 83. The divine is speaking to you directly. Underneath the silence, there is the endless music of love, pulsating throughout the universe. Within that sacred sound, there is guidance. It may or may not have words. It might be a feeling in your heart that you can only access when you're still relaxed, dancing in a yoga practice, or even have a sleep. Okay, I think I mentioned that in your current energy. It assures you that behind any struggle or challenge, there is only ever the divine seeking you out, calling you to surrender some fear or doubt or other, so you can move closer. Trust in the sound of love beyond anything else, for in truth, no matter what it may appear to be, there is nothing else. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being loved into becoming. Be open to being shown the divine genius in all that is happening. If you feel you are being nudged, know you are being nudged by the divine. If you feel you are being held back, know you are being held back by the divine. All is happening perfectly for you, and all will unfold in divine timing. The divine is speaking to you when you are captivated by the beauty of nature, or in a logical sense that everything is okay. Listen. That's the divine talking to you, reassuring you that all is unfolding according to spiritual law and in perfect cooperation with your own destiny. When the first sound was born, the air was filled with fantasy, like the flower's sweet perfume alive in the moment. There was nothing else, only the energy coursing through my body and the tears on my cheeks. I was carried away on the string, each note striking a chord within and answering with the emotion of my soul. How priceless the surprise, how powerful the memory to be with the violin when it sings. So violin might be significant to you, Pi 1. And yeah, destiny. The first one is giving destiny vibe. You might meet your soul family or meet someone important, or you might discover your life purpose, discover something that lights you up, that just give you a zest for life, you know. It's giving living your dream. And if you feel like you are being nudged to, I wouldn't say tone it down, but like step back, pull back a little bit, and if there's obstacle, if there's problem in what you're doing, just know that it's not for nothing. It's all divinely planned and it's for your highest result. It's giving this energy. So specific example, my personal example is when I started this channel, I want to post my video on the December, I think the month of December, but then there's a lot of technical difficulty and I wasn't able to post the video the time that I want, because I don't know, it's just like it just won't download, a lot of technical difficulty glitches, but then I just leave it and surrender. But before that I was like trying so hard to do that, trying so hard to control, you know. But then when I let go, I was able to post my video no problem on March, I believe, March. So that's like 3 months after when I want to. It's like if you have certain expectations, certain timeline that you expect to carry out, just know that if there is a delay, it's for your highest good. And it's I feel like spirit know better timing than us. We as a human have certain timeline that we want to achieve, but something are just not meant to follow that, you know. Like my video, that personal example, it won't come out in December. Maybe that video don't want to come out in December. Maybe my video want to come out in March. And if I had respect that, I wouldn't be so frustrated. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. And the first one is like respect the timing of things, respect the, I want to say the fate line, the destiny line. Is like if you have certain expectation, you can, but do not put a restrictive timeline on that thing, because it's just gonna make you frustrated, and there's no need to feel, no need to put that on yourself. I feel like there's 2 snakes here, so snake might be significant to you as well. I'm gonna give you an original poetry from me to represent your first month. Pi 1. Sorry, I keep calling you Pi 1. Pi 2. Okay, Pi 2. Number 33, what does healing mean? Healing means I'm not in a hurry, to be anywhere or to obtain anything. It means I can take my time. It means I have accepted what has been done to me and not wasting my energy rewriting the story. It is what it was, and it is what it is. I am all of me, and it will take me as I am. The past does not haunt, the cracks in my heart does not mend, but that is alright, because it's there to let in the sunlight. I can cry about the stupidest thing, and my desires are mine alone. My emotion is for me to feel and to hold. Healing doesn't mean the end. Healing means anywhere, anytime, in any situation. I make myself feel at home. Home sword for 1 is giving home as well. Homecoming, coming home. If for a while you have been feeling apathetic, tired, irritated, frustrated, the first month you might realize that your disposition, your base, your foundation, and your whole energy prior to is that you're not that type of person. And it's not like you can't be irritated. It's just that the type of person you are, the base, the core, is like you're very, very happy. If you know what I mean, very content, very stable, very dreamy. If you lost your, fantastical, idealistic side, creativity side, you're gonna have that back in the first month. You're gonna feel more like you can daydream more. You can let yourself create scenarios. Imagine scenarios that you used to like romantic scenarios, that type of daydreaming where we just daydream like you're famous, daydream like you're living your dream life, daydream like you're traveling across the world, whatever it is. It's like you're gonna have that back. I wanted to call your juice, you're gonna have that back. And when that energy is back to you, in a way it's never left you. That's you, that's who you are. You're very dreamy, you're very creative, and that will fuel you. Your imagination will fuel you to create and to live the life that you always dream of. Yeah, you're gonna inspire yourself a lot. Pie 1 in the first month. Okay, pie 2. Next, we're gonna move on to your second month prediction. So, the second month, we got the 4 of Cups. 14, understanding, looking at both sides. Number 7, shifting universe. Okay, you got 4 again. Like the first month you got the 4 of Wands, the second month you got the 4 of Cups. So 444 might be significant to you, and shifting universe. I feel like we were speaking about that in your current energy. Your second month with disappearing. Pie 2, I feel like you have successfully shift your universe, shift your realities, shift your timelines, whatever you want to call it, dimension in the second month. It happened. It was successful. The small progress, small effort you put in the first month has accumulated and shown and result in this second month where I feel like you can admire your work, admire your achievement. With the 4 of Cups, this person is admiring their beautiful glassware face, their achievement in your case, and they feel really proud of it. But the 4 of Cups, while admiring the face, this person is blind by the real beauty outside, which is the bird. So yeah, I feel like for the second month, you're gonna learn to be more, we would even say, balance between effort and surrender. I feel like you gonna be mastering and knowing when to put in the work, when to do the work, to do it yourself, and when to surrender, when to let the divine do it. It's like a dance between you and the universe. The method of manifestation is action and surrender. And in the second month, I feel like you will be able to master that, and there won't be any confusion or question of, is this where I'm supposed to do something, or is this where I relinquish control and let the universe take the wheel? Like maybe in the past, pie 2, you might question yourself or get confused when you should take the wheel or when you should relinquish it. In the second month, I feel like with your, you could even say, training, with your experimenting in the first month, the second month is, when to make effort, when to put in your energy, and when to pull back. We were talking about that in the first month. You know when to pull back finally. You know your limits. You know, like, this is beyond your control. This is beyond your, I want to say, jurisdiction. This is beyond your, your role. It's giving, for example, maybe in the past, when you are in a work position, you would take on responsibility that's not even in your role. Like, for example, if you were a worker, you might even take on unknowingly maybe a manager role without knowing, but not, doing the work but don't get the pay. It's like that. I feel like in the second month, you have you have your place, but like in the best possible way. With the 4 of Cups, it's like, maybe in the past, people might be able to guilt trip you into taking on more responsibility, doing things that's not even your responsibility. That example of you're working in a company and the manager is giving you a lot of responsibility and job that's not in your description, and you don't, it's not your role to be doing those kind of job. But in this second month, it's like you learn your place. You learn that this is not my responsibility. This is not my job. It's not in the description. I don't get paid for working overtime, for example. So pie 2, and if that manager, this example, guilt tripping you, like, I don't know, trying to make you, manipulate you into doing what they expect of you or what they want you to do. It's like this 4 of Cups, you're not gonna react, you're not gonna fall for it, you're gonna, with this person admiring the fake face, you're gonna be able to see through the mask of manipulation. For example, it's like, I know what you're doing. Like pie 2, you're gonna look at those tactics and go, I know what you're doing. You're trying to make me do, like, taking on more responsibility that's not yours, and you're not gonna fall for it. I feel like what used to trigger you, pie 2, is not gonna have the same effect anymore, and the biggest reason is because you have shifted your reality. Your timeline is like, in the own reality, this person affects you immensely, and what they do and what they say about you, their validation, their opinion of you affect you a lot. But in the new reality, that's not the case. In the new reality, this person doesn't have that power over you anymore. It could be, for example, your parents, your boss, your manager, your partner, even part of yourself that you give so much power and control to. It's like, in the new reality, this doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't exist. That's a good thing, because if you're like, you're leveling up, like I mentioned, and you're gonna be a vibrational match for things that's more aligned with you. With the Four of Cups, it's like the same tactic, same manipulation, same, like, even gaslighting is not gonna work, because you understand yourself more. You understand, like, oh, this person just want more of my time and more of my energy, but like, I'm not gonna give that because I don't have any more. Pie 2, you're not blaming people or like making other people a villain, or like have this resentment. I don't feel that at all. It's like, it's giving clean slate as well. It's giving reset, like you're resetting everything. Like, this person used to make you feel bad about yourself, or you have resentment about this with this person about things that they did, and it's valid. But in the second one, it's like everything to you is just gone, but in a good way. It's like reset, because you feel apathetic towards mostly negative emotion. It's like, I don't resent that person as much anymore. I understand them. I understand why they did that, but it's like, in my new life, I have no time, no room, no energy to ruminate about what happened, about what they did anymore. It's like, you're moving on, pie 2, you're moving on finally from whatever that's holding you back from shifting timeline. There might be something in your psyche, a subconscious limited belief, that making you hesitate on jumping into your new chapter, into your new beginning, new chapter, new reality. But in the second month, it's gone. Like, there's nothing holding you back. You're like, maybe you were hesitating because you have like attachment to that own friend or own coworker or in that workplace. Like, you hesitate to start a new life because you're kind of attached or wonder how they're gonna feel. Just an example. But in the second month, it's like, not anymore. In the second month, you're like, I'm ready to look forward, and even when I'm looking back, I don't feel that same own hurt, that same own resentment anymore. It just cleanses. It's just washed off of you. Your energy is like this. Pie 2 is like, if there's mud, if there's I see like algae. This is just example of energetic that I see. If there's mud stuck on you, algae stuck on you, like dirt stuck on you, in the second month, it's gonna be washed clean off. Anything that was lingering, the past pain, past heartbreak, regrets, hesitation, even doubt, even fear, it's gonna be washed off. It's gonna be cleansed. Yeah, because you're stepping into new doors, and you cannot bring those things. Like, it's giving, when you're going to the airport and you have to step past the security check, where they check for metal, I believe, and your own stuff, own chapter, own hurt, own pain, own regret was like metal in your body. And if you step to that security check and it's go off, it's go beep beep beep, it's go off, that means you can't, move forward. You can't move forward. So you have to take out everything that's metal. And that's like just a metaphor for take out everything that's holding you back. And with the Four of Cups, it's a good energy to have in the second month. It's come in handy when you're getting rid of stuff. That example of spring cleaning as well is like, when you're trying to get rid of stuff, for example, clothes, you can't be too attached, right? Because if you're attached to all your clothes, you're not gonna get rid of any of them. You're gonna keep them all, and that's not classic cleaning. So it's like if you feel apathetic, you're like, okay, this shirt can go, this shirt can go, this pant can go. I don't need this, I don't really wear this, so it can go to donation or resale or whatever, so that you can clean your closet and actually keep what important, what you actually like. It's such a practical kind of energy in the second month. It's like, this is what I need to do, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna do it. I feel like this month is really good for it. Recommend as well advice for you to, if you want to do spring cleaning, closet cleaning, going through your stuff. The second month is such a good month for you to do that because of the 4 of Cups. It's like you have no problem cleaning away things that you've been holding on to that you don't need. That example of clothes again. Yeah, if you want to do a bit of cleaning up your closet in the second month, it's a good energy to do that. It's such a practical month. Anything that you need to do, it's giving bureaucracy, like paperwork, renewing stuff, your passport, renewing your lease, contract vibes, renewing like document practical things that you've been putting off or you've been hesitating. This month, there is no high or low emotion that will cloud your judgment. You're gonna be the most practical you ever been and feel. It's like, oh, I have to make a difficult decision about continue signing your lease, if you're renting a place or finding a new place. It's like you will feel non-detached is the word, and that's a good thing when you have to do practical thing, because you can't let your emotion, your attachment cloud your judgment. It's like you want to move the lease because there's pom-pom, ABC, but you've been hesitating because you have attachment to this place, you love this place, and it's familiar and you don't want a big change. But in the second month, there's gonna be none of that. In the second month, you're gonna list out pro and cons on decision you have to make. It's like pro, con, and if the con outweigh the pro, we're gonna have to find a new place to lease. It's just so matter of fact, very practical in this month. So advice is, if you want to get anything practical done, it's doing your taxes, tax return, calculating, I don't know, what do you think is practical? Yeah, it's a great month to do it because your emotions are, this 4 of Cups is a pathetic card, but in this it's giving stable. It's giving like the thing that's trigger your insecurity, your fear doesn't have the same power over you anymore. The own fear that's feel like maybe subconsciously hold you back, you will not feel it as much, and like I said, that will help you make the practical decision that you've been putting off. Yeah, that's example of another one, visa renewal. You might be like putting it up because you just feel anxious, you just feel scared about the process, and it's it's overwhelming. But in the second month, you don't feel anxious or overwhelming, you just feel like, okay, I have to get this done and I'm gonna do it step by step. And yeah, I don't know why suddenly you might be feeling this. Maybe it's because shifting new universe, I feel like you step into a new place that your anxiety or anxiousness doesn't have a hold on you as much, doesn't have that control on you as much, because you're not the same person and you're not in the same place. Another example I just get is like applying for a course. It's like if you've been contemplating and you want to start a new, just a new hobby, a new course, like, I don't know, pottery course, clay course, I don't know, but you've been thinking about it. The second one is the month where you can just do it. You can just like, apply for it. And there will be none of those big emotion of what's gonna happen, I'm so anxious, I'm so scared, I'm gonna be so clueless in the class. It's like all these fears, this worry that were holding you back from applying or making that decision. It's gonna be so quiet. I feel like your mind will be so quiet this month. Yeah, like I mentioned, your mind will be so quiet, and it's gonna be easy for you to slip into daydreaming, slip into even your future. You might have your daydream that you think it's a daydream or imagination, might even be a hint or a glimpse of your future. For example, if you were daydreaming, if you were just like walking in the street and then suddenly you were daydreaming that you were walking in the street of Paris with your best friend, for example, and you're like, I wonder what that is, so random. but unbeknownst to you, that might be a glimpse of your future. Yeah, because when your mind is quiet, when you're not busy in your mind, energy may accidentally slip into another universe, and that universe is your future. Yeah, it's just something that might be happening in the second one for you, pie 2, so watch out for glimpses of even the past, the future, another universe, and you might be brushing it off like, oh, it's a daydream, it's my imagination, but I think it's more of your psychic power that come in really naturally. Another one would be like you're daydreaming about meeting a girl with red hair, and then you're just like, okay, that's just me daydreaming randomly. But then maybe a week later, you might meet someone with a girl with red hair. It's giving vision vibe. So if you're seeing vision and the second month, there's no harm about it. You can write it down if you want, like write down what you're seeing. And yeah, so I'm gonna read this one, Shifting Universe. Page 38. Shifting universes. You are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, to jump on the fast train. You are invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill way of life and into a dance. Oh my god, did I say that? It's like a dance with you and the universe. Into a dance through nature, to be utterly confused and delighted, to accept the way of divine trust even with its chaos, the instability that precedes our genuine creativity. So here it is. Your get out of jail free card, your opportunity to make a mess and find what you didn't know you were looking for. You are being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down that strange path opening up before you without knowing what it is. Even as you take your next step, your universe is shifting, and stranger, more beautiful words beckon. Why not go where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realize you are more than what you once thought you were. This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing location, job, houses, or attitude, trying something new, especially if it is unusual for you, then the universe is supporting you. Now is the time to accept what you didn't expect. The dream, the taste and touch of you within. Thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sound distract. The nice embrace of innocence. The artist brush across my lips, the palette rich in colors deep, to flow with feelings now renew, and blend as one in breath and hue. Entwine our bodies, bathe in love, and weep with longing, slow release. Emotion, song, and soft refrain, awakened dream that never cease. Yeah. Pie 2 in the second month, your psychic might be strong, like your psychic vision might be strong, and it's so weird because I associate psychic with heightened emotion, but weirdly in the second month you won't be that emotional. There won't be up or down, there will just be this stable emotion for you, and you can see clearly the vision, the psychic insight that's giving to you, your daydream, your dream. You are in a state of receptive and non-judgmental. It's like maybe in the past you are giving this vision, and when you receive it, you get very emotional or very frustrated. It's like, why am I seeing this? Why am I seeing that? It's like, it's so annoying. Why am I seeing this vision? It's like just make you emotional, But then in this second month, when you give in intuitive insight, it's like that example I gave you where you seeing yourself walking in the street of Paris with your best friend. Instead of feeling emotional or feeling like irrational and like, feeling frustrated, like why am I seeing that? It's just so, I don't know, I feel like you just have a very strong notion about it, about the vision you see. But then in the second month, there's none of that strong notion. There's just like radical acceptance and just observation. For give a little bit of observation vibe. When you're giving that vision, you're like, I wonder what that means. It's like your reaction is just so natural, so normal, you know what I mean? In this reality, the magic, the psychic, the supernatural is normal to you, and not in the way of like, oh, it's losing its spark, it's becoming boring. It's not in that way at all. It's just that you accept the extraordinary, the supernatural as your natural everyday thing. Now, if you're seeing rainbow, maybe in the past you consider it like, oh my god, that's just so magical. But now you're like, of course I'm seeing a rainbow. because rainbow is part of my realities. Of course, I'm seeing vision. Of course, when I dream, it became true. When I dream of meeting someone, it's gonna happen. Of course, that's gonna happen because I'm psychic, because I have vision and I trust my vision. And it's the most natural thing in the world. It's like you have integrate your power and there's no deny, I want to say. In the second month, you're just accepting like, this is my reality. My reality is full of vision, psychic, tarot, even magic. It's like it's so normal, you know? And yeah, that's it. There's radical exception. There's no deny who you are. Pi 2 in the second month, and who you are is a magical psychic being. And you're like, yeah, that's me. That's amazing. Pi 2. Okay, Pi 2, I'm gonna give you an original poem by me to represent your second month, and it's number 47. It's called The Tower. The necessary change is coming, whereas before I was scared, but day by day I'm more than willing. I even initiated things, so excited in what this new change would bring. Enough is enough with what I've been given. Enough is enough with what I've been enduring. Serious events kept on repeating and the pain keep on increasing. If I don't let my intention known, then we will go back. We will repeat the same dance, and again I will come up hurt. So I need to say what I said. For once I have come to realize I shouldn't feel guilty for asking for more love. Yeah, so that poem represents your second month, Pi 2. Okay, Pi 2. Next is your third month. So your third month is represented by the Two of Swords and the Six of Wands. And then this card, number 54, Earth Angel. And then number 2, dominance, believing in yourself. So number 222 might be significant to you in the third month. Once again, in the third month, you will be given tangible proof, evidence that you have successfully transitioned into a new paradigm, new reality. With the butterfly here, it's giving successful. I feel like your current energy, like we talk about, did mention like a cocoon and butterfly, something about that. It's like you have successfully transitioned from a cocoon, and now in the third month, you are a butterfly. You are flying, you are showing your wings, you are visible, you are in the spotlight, you are done hiding, people can see you, and you are letting it be known who you are. So I feel like you're gonna be showing off a lot in the third month, and that's a good thing. Like you might feel the urge to post more on social media, like just showing off yourself showing off your vessel, your hair, your art, whatever you do. And it might not be something you normally would do. I feel like you like to keep things to yourself. Pi 2, like keep your work to yourself. If, for example, if you write a poem, you're just enjoying that with yourself or your loved one. But for example, in the third month, you might feel this urge to show it, to post the poem where people can see, show off your work to the public. And it's not like a must, it's not a pressure thing. It's just like naturally you feel called to show off your talent, show off your art, show off your energy. I feel like in the third month, you will be feeling quite giving of yourself to the world, giving your energy. It's giving the opposite of hermit mode. It's like you're finally coming out of your shell, finally talking about your journey, in the first month that I mentioned, if you started a new sport hobby and you've been recording your process, maybe you haven't shared, but in the third month, it's like you have this urge to share your process, to share your journey, talk about it. Even you might feel called to write a book, write guidelines. It's giving coach energy. It's like you have been through the journey yourself, and now in the third month you want to help people who want to do things like you. It's giving, for example, if you were joining a sport club and you were a beginner and you went through all this training, this ordeal, this try and error, what's worked for you, in the third month you feel the need to help guide people and recommend things to people. It doesn't have to be in terms of like public scale. It could be close one. Like for example, if you start boxing, for example, and you are on this kind of healthy diet, and your friend just seeing you do that and they want to, you know, join you, so they're asking you for recommendation, for advice on what you're doing. It's like, how do you start? What type of diet are you on? So any recommendation? It's like you're becoming, it's giving guru vibe as well, guru. You're becoming, if not a public figure, you're becoming a spokesperson, I would say, in whatever you're doing right now. And maybe in the past, pie 2, you might have this feeling of imposter syndrome, like, who am I to give advice on this? Like, I don't have anything to show for it. Who am I to have 2 cents on this topic? But I don't know, in the third month, you're feeling quite confident. I feel like you have finally validated your journey, finally recognize what you've been through, recognize who you are and what you're made of, and your transformation process, for example. It's like you have finally recognized that actually I want to talk about the process. I want to talk about what I've been through. I want to talk about the transformation process. And maybe it's just a form of expressing yourself, but I feel like it's such a big step for you, such a leap of faith for you, because by 2 you might be the type of person who's kind of private, like to keep things to themselves. It's like if you're going through a hard time, you might not even like to show it or broadcast it or express it to anyone else but yourself. It's like a private journey you're going through, you know. But then in the third month, I feel like with the Earth Angel, maybe you are recommended by your angels or working with angels who's nurturing you or urging you to share your experience, because in a way they know that your experience, your take on it, your words, your journey will definitely help people. It will help people, help a lot of people. And like I said, in the past you might be reluctant to show, to guide, to speak. In the third month, there's this surge of strength, the surge of resolution that you're like, actually I can speak about it now. Finally I can talk about it. You will have words, you will have the urge to express yourself a lot in the third month, and please don't hold back. If you have the urge to write, do it. If you have the urge to post a poem on social media, talk about your experience, do it. I do go on Instagram a lot, and I see a lot of posts about people talking about the experiences, like for example their job transition. People have no problem letting the world know that they're, you know, for example, they're looking for a job, they're unemployed, they're chasing their dream, they're doing this, they're doing that. And in the third month pie 2, this energy will help you a lot if you feel like you're one of those people who want to do that as well, like talking about your process, talking about what you're doing. For example, if you're writing a book and you feel the urge to let people know, like post online about your journey, like let's write a book with me, let's come on this journey with me, writing this beautiful book. I don't know. If you feel like that, and if you think that's like out of your character, it's not what you normally do, we're gonna reprogram that thought a bit, because in the new reality you're quite unpredictable yourself. You're not operating the same as you used to. The same own choices that you used to choose doesn't apply to this new reality for you, pie 2. In this new reality, you can do anything. You can become anyone. In this new reality, you have integrated that. I want to be a writer, so I'm gonna write, and that's who I am. Because maybe in the past, when you want to be something, it doesn't quite fit, you know, and you feel like the shoe is too big for you. But in the third month, there's none of that. You're like, I want to write, I want to be a writer, and I feel like that's just come down to self-worth. I feel like in the third month, it's all come down to confidence. You have the confidence. You have cultivate confidence to finally do what you want. If you want to write, you're gonna write. If you want to speak about your journey, you're gonna decide to go for it. So pie 2, you might have went through a very unique experience, if you would call it that. If you feel like you have been through a specific journey or a unique journey that maybe in the past you feel like ashamed of, but in the third month your perspective have shifted, and your journey that you went through, the unique experience that you went through, gonna become your origin story. Instead, you're no longer defined by what happened to you. You're gonna use it as a fuel to create a path forward. I personally don't know what you went through. Pie 2, it could be different, like unique to for everyone, but I feel like a lot of people will benefit from your story. And if the third month you feel called to publish a book, talk about your story, share it, there's a green light, go for it. Your angels, your spirit guide support you. It's very simple. For the third month, pie 2, you're gonna spread your wings. I'm gonna read this 54 Earth Angel, page 125. Earth angels, you carry the world in your robes and heaven in your hair. You bring me a special gift now, responding to my prayer. Though sometimes I may feel that I am struggling or alone, you come to me now and carry me into my heart. You bring me home. Even from the darkest depth, I rise up to meet your light. I cannot be separated from the divine. I cannot be separated from the light. This oracle brings a message of divine guidance. You have an angel with you, watching over you and assisting you. In response to your heart's call for help, love and protection for you and your beloveds. Your prayer have been heard and answered. Keep praying each day from your heart and know you are safely carried on the journey of love. If you have been worrying about a loved one, know that this protection extends to them as well. You are asked to pray more and worry less, allowing love to be. Thank you for walking with me. Before you climb up here, I was afraid. I had risked everything by holding out my hand, and now, as I share your joy and excitement and being a friend, I realize I may have to run to catch up with you. Yeah, I feel like when you decided to show your energy, like your stories, you're gonna realize that you're not alone, and there will be a lot of resonate, like a lot of people would be able to resonate with you and your story. And in the other side of that, you're gonna feel so glad you take that risk, so glad that you share that poem or publish that book, post a story. Like, you're gonna be so glad that you made that decision at the end. So I didn't do this for the first pie and the first 2 months, but I'm called to pull out a gift for you for the third month. I just want to know, what does the universe have in store for you? Like a gift, specific gift for pie 2 in the third month. Specific gift for pie 2 in the third month. Oh. Okay. 2 cards fell over, and Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, okay. I don't know why I want to do this by 2, but the third month, specific gift coming to you is that you're gonna feel so healed. When you took that leap of faith, you're gonna feel so rejuvenated, renewed. Yeah, it could change your fortune as well. In the third month, when you decided to uncloak, you could say, decided to fly or share your journey. Yeah, that's gonna change your fortune. That's gonna flip your fortune. And if you're single, you're gonna meet your soulmate. And if you're not single, you're gonna meet your soul family or soul partner as well, like work partner, work soulmate. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay. Pie 2, I'm gonna give you an original poetry written by me. It's number 112. It's called Open Heart. Maybe I don't have to be strong anymore. Maybe I let spirit carry me. The divine gentle hands guiding me slowly, nudging my direction. Soft melodious voices telling me it is alright to put my sword down and show my underbelly. Show the world a vulnerable me. I was created without armor, so come back to the start. I know I am finally stable and safe enough to not fear, to show the world my open heart. With the 2 of Swords, I feel like in the third month, you're contemplating putting down your sword, your defenses, and you're gonna be able to show your vulnerability. In a way, you're gonna decide to, you feel like it's time to put your armor and your sword down and your defenses down, because you're safe. You finally feel safe enough to do that, and that will change how you perceive the world. It's gonna be such a big change to you on the third month, and congratulations. And yeah, that's it, pie 2. That's the prediction for your third month. So I'm gonna end the reading here. I want to thank your higher self, your spirit guide, for helping me with this reading, and thank you for listening to the end. I know it's a long one, and I hope it resonates and it's helpful. And I just want to let you know that I have a written form of the same reading, like prediction for the next month, in my Tumblr account down below if you want to check it out. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Fight 2. Bye bye. Hello, Pie 3, whoever chose this sunstone. So today, pick a card reading. It's going to be about your next 3 months. So this is a timeless reading. This reading can apply to whenever you are watching, and the next 3 months is the prediction. So we're gonna start by checking on your current energy, and this is where, if you resonate, then it's just confirmation that this is your pie. I already shuffled the card. The first card is the Panther. The energy, you are represented by the Panther, and then clarified by the 10 of Wands and the Sun. And then this quote: it was never a question of biology or nature and nurture. I know now that we heal up through being loved and through loving others. Your current energy is ones that signify a big ending, with the 10 of Wands and the Panther. In this deck, the Panther talk about cleansing, talk about purging. So that indicate you had just ended or currently ending a big chapter. Pie 3. One example would be either you're graduating from university, or you're resigning from a job, or you're moving. Any indicator that you are ending a big responsibility, a big burden. Like that example of graduating from university is like a big pressure or big responsibility or burden is being lifted from your shoulder, and you can breathe, you can let go. So you are also in the midst of transforming. So your current energy is that you're transitioning from one phase to another, and this time I feel like you are feeling more intentional and aware of where you want to go. As in, even if you don't know exactly where you want to go or what you want to do, like that example of just graduating from university, but you don't know like what career path you want to go into, or if you're moving, you don't know where you want to settle down in or move to. But it's like currently you might have no idea, but I feel like it's okay. I feel like you feel like you're not pressuring yourself to know. You're giving yourself time. You're giving yourself, the word consideration come to mind. It's like you're letting yourself slowly gathering information, data, or just drifting is the words, because it's like you just finished a big chapter and you don't want to right away go into a new chapter without resting, you know, without preparing. So I think that's what you're doing right now. You're preparing for a new chapter because, like I mentioned, you just finished your big one. And if you want to give yourself more downtime, you can. That example come up again is like you just finished graduating and you don't want to go into the job market, like get a job right away. You want like, I don't know, a 3 months of, you know, just vibing, just doing nothing, just figuring things out. And that's okay. I feel like if you are thinking of giving that to yourself, I feel like you should go for it because you need it. It's like those time will be valuable for you to figure things out. You might get a lot of revelation about, you know, your direction, and those time is needed for you to clear out like past energy as well. So if you can, Pie 3, if you can give yourself that transitional time, give yourself that buffer time before you start a new like chapter. Take care of yourself. Like if you were waking up early every day to go to class, like wake up at 7 or even 5 a.m. or between this buffer time, like sleep in, you can sleep in and take it slow. I feel like you're currently purging out heavy energy. Another example would be like if you just recently ended a relationship, whether that is platonic or romantic, it's very heavy. So you need healing time, you need recovering time. So because you were intensely releasing, intensely purging the burden, the responsibility. You could even say the ego or the own identity with the sun. Like if you have a certain identity that you identify with, like that example of if you were identifying with someone who was in a relationship, and when the chapter ended, you are readjusting to a new identity, which is, for example, you're single, like you're, I want to say recuperate, like getting used to a new identity that does need time. Yeah, so you are in a purging transitional stage because you just end a big cycle, and give yourself the downtime, give yourself the resting time before you start anything new. Pie tree. So that is your current energy, pie tree. So if you resonate, then this is your pie. So we're gonna move on to the next section. So pie tree, we're gonna be moving on to the prediction of your first month, and I already pulled the card. And a disclaimer, if you don't like the prediction of the next 3 months, you can choose another pie. And I always say that your future is always based on your current energy. If you want to change the course of the 3 months, you can change your current energy. You got I don't know if I can share this, the 10 of Cups, and then the oracle is 22, rebirth, giving yourself a second chance, and then number 18, distant shore. The theme of your first month, pie tree, is the 10 of Cups. It's a very good card. It's fulfilling, but it's giving the feeling of fulfillment, like emotionally. I can feel that the first month your heart will feel so full. With the giving yourself a second chance and distant shore, it's giving something you thought you lost coming back to you, something you gave up on or like surrender over or let go of coming back. And this could pertain to a person, a dream, but I'm inclined to say it's like a hobby or something you've forgotten about. Like for example, if you used to, as a child, used to draw a lot, like you love drawing, you would draw like pages and pages of cartoons, for example. And as you grow up, you've forgotten about that tendency, that hobbies of yours. It's feel like this month, the first month, you will be rediscovering your passion for that hobby again. You will be discovering the passion for that thing that you love in the past. I'm inclined to say that example, like you would maybe find your drawing copy, your childhood drawing sketch, and you got reminded of how much you love to draw. It's giving, returning, rediscover, reignited, reminded, like remembering something that in the distant memory, something in the childhood. Another example would be piano or instrument. If you used to play piano or violin, maybe you rediscovering the passion for it. You will feel quite fulfilled. You will feel like remembering why you used to be in love with this thing, why you used to, for example, draw a lot, because it just make you happy and make you fulfill. It give you energy. You know, that saying, if you do some things that give you energy, that means that thing is aligned with you. Like if you draw, and drawing, instead of draining you, it gives you energy. That means like it's aligned with your soul. When you rediscover that thing that you used to love, it will give you energy instead of draining it. And that's how you know that, oh, I used to draw a lot because it used to make me so happy. And another example come to mind is reconnecting with past friendship. If there is a best friend or past friendship that fade away in the first month, there might be some reconnecting, and you might find that it's like no time has passed at all, and you might be reminded of, oh, this is why I'm friends with this person, because they is so fun to hang out with, because they're a good friend. I don't know, but it's giving good feeling, like 10 of Cups. You will be reminded of why you were a friend with this person. Yeah, it's coming back. Something precious to you, something fulfilling is coming back to you. That would be your energy as well. If you have been burning out, like feeling apathetic or burnout, or like, you know, not really into anything, your passion for thing you used to be into will be coming back, and that will feel so good, because I feel like you might have been feeling disconnected from your heart space or from what you love. Maybe you've just been busy, or you just didn't have time or energy for what you love. But in the first month, I feel like you won't be that busy, and you will have time to rediscover your passion for something you thought you lost. There will be a second chance. Just like that example with the friends, it's like you thought you will never come back and meet this friend again, because it's like, you know how life is. When as you grow up, you just fade away from each other's lives. Second chance, like there is a second chance at something that you thought is over. I don't know what this is, but it could be different for each of you, but it's definitely something that's fulfill your soul, something that you love, something that you hold dear, like a childhood friend, like a favorite hobby, even a dream once you gave up on, and suddenly there's a chance of fulfilling that dream. There's a glimpse of the potential, the possibilities. It's a month of, you could say like a month of reality shifting, because you feel like in the past or not long ago, pie tree, you might feel like this dream of mine is so far, it's so distant. Like for example, if you have a dream of being a fashion designer, for example, like it's like out there, that's my childhood dream. I used to dream of being able to do that, and then this is the first month, something happened that gave you a glimpse of that dream, glimpse of the chance to go for it, or the path, or even like a day of fulfilling that dream, reliving your hope once again. It's giving that energy of, you know, there's like remake of classic movies lately. For example, I just saw on Instagram like The Devil Wear Prada 2 is being filmed right now. It's like that. It's like you thought something is over and you will never experience it again, or well, there will never be a second one because it's like years. But then in 2025, they literally made the movie The Devil Wear Prada 2. It's been years. Nobody thought it's gonna happen, but here we are in 2025. It's happening. So it's something like that you have inside you, pie tree, that you thought it was never gonna happen. Like for example, I'm never gonna be like a fashion designer, like that's, you know, distant memories. But then in the first one, there's just a glimpse of reality, glimpse of chance, and a glimpse of potential that it could happen even for a day. Like for example, this is an out there example, but I'm just gonna say it for the sake of this energy. It's like your friend have a friend who is a fashion designer, and your friend know that you used to want to be a fashion designer. So your friend hook you up with that friend so that you can shadow them in their work, if you know what I mean. Like very specific, but you can shadow them in their work, and you can watch them being a fashion designer, which was used to be your dream. So it's like you were fulfilling your dream for a day, if you know what I mean. It's like that. Yeah, it's giving like a wish foundation, but like it could be for a day, a week, or it could even be long term if it's pertain to hobby. Like you rediscover your passion for your childhood hobby, like for example drawing, so you start doing it again and you kept going. It's like something coming back to you that you honestly thought you would never see again. Actually, it's like you already said goodbye, you already gave up. That example of the movie The Devil Wear Prada, it's like they're never gonna make a sequel, there's never gonna be a second one. It's like years, but then yeah, they're making a second one as we speak. It's like that. Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but it's very dear and precious to you, pie tree. I'm gonna read The Distant Shore, page 52 and 53. Your soul is yearning for more. The divine is all, and there are no limits to what can be experienced by the soul. The soul is so hungry for divine reunion that it will seek out whatever is needed to get there, even if that means journeying to strange or exotic shores for expanded experience. You may be feeling this soul impulse as an urge to travel, to try something new, to let go of the limitation of your mind in how you see your current life, and to begin to see the new in what was once familiar. The art of the passionate zone is to be able to see that which is new and fresh even in what is known, though sometimes we can use the help of a fresh vista to inspire the mind to open and the heart to be ready to receive more. It's time for you to reach for the distant shores that are calling to you now, beloved. Don't pack your bags with too much, though. You'll travel light and easy with less baggage, and you'll need plenty of space to receive that which is new. This oracle brings you a message. You will benefit greatly from travel right now. You may travel through the mind, reading journals of faraway lands or times, or watch a film that transports you. Moving your body to a different place is another way, bringing fresh energy by unplugging you for a short time from what you know to plug you into a different circuit so that you may receive different energy. So when the opportunity to travel arises for you soon, whether it be a jaunt far away or a day in a different place, take it. Don't worry if it doesn't seem practical. The divine is so much more important, intelligent, and capable of genius than what mere logic would have us believe. I waited for dawn, not wanting to go, but knowing I soon would have to leave. I waited for the first light, listening, joining with you on each breath and each exhale. I watched as morning came and you gently stirred, knowing our love was not measured in time, not the minutes that quickly passed, or the hours as departure approached. How I wanted to linger, how I wanted to tell you that this moment would last forever, and whisper one more time, I love you, and then you held me and said it first, and goodbye no longer mattered. The oracle talk about reunion. There will be a reunion, whether with a childhood friend, a hobby, a once loved hobbies, or reunion with your younger self, a version of yourself that you honestly do not remember. Maybe the younger version of you that were innocent, wide-eyed, that were hopeful, that dream big. You might find your own journal, your own diaries, your own video, your own games console, for example, and you might go through those stuff as you purge with your current energy, as you clean out your stuff. You might discover your own journal, your own clothes, and remembering that version of you that you could even say have a different mindset, have a little bit of different dream. Their outlook is different from you now. Their outlook might be more colorful, more hopeful, more positive, more limitless, and it makes you remember that version of you that used to see colors, and used to dream big, and used to not doubt or question what you want in life. So there might be a lot of reunion going on in the first month, high tree, but it will be one not filled with painful memories or resentment or regret. It will be a reunion full of fulfillment and nostalgia and a bit of bittersweetness, but in a good way. Okay, bye. Tree, I'm gonna give you a poem, my original poetry, that will represent the first month for you, and it's number 74, Revaluation. There's always going to be a losing battle. It's an inevitable encounter, but that doesn't mean you should lose hope. Failure doesn't always mean the end. As long as you're breathing, you can still follow the string of rope that has always been tied to you and your fated destination, where you have always wanted to be. You are on a continuous journey. When you reach there, you know that rejection and knocked back are not permanent, but it was just a rest stop for you to reevaluate the method of your transportation. Pine tree, if you had dream in mind, a destination in mind, or a life you want to live, you could say a dream life you want to live from a very young age, you just know you want to live this way or want to do this thing, and maybe on your journey there, as you grow up, you might feel a bit lost, even amnesia. I heard even loss of memories, you don't remember where you want to go or what you want to do, what kind of life you want to live. You feel a bit what was I doing again in the first month? I feel those memories, those plans that you made, you are getting them back. You are remembering again why you're doing what you're doing or where you're actually wanting to go, and remembering it again. remember the feelings, remember the vision, will activate something in you and make you reignite your passion for your path once again. It's giving this energy where you walk into a room and you're like, what am I doing here again? What am I supposed to grab? You forget that, like, why you went into that room. And then in the first month, you're gonna go, oh, I remember why I came to this room. I'm gonna grab a cup. Yeah, it's that kind of symbolism, like you're gonna remember why you walk into that room. In the first one, you're gonna remember why you're doing this, you know, whatever this is, or you're gonna remember where you were going with this. Yeah, so that's the energy of your first month pie tree. Okay, pie tree, we're gonna move on to your second month. And for your second month, you got the card Knight of Swords. This Star Dragon Oracle, knowledge, number 1. And this Journey of Love, number 47, soft. Number 111 might appear a lot in your second month, just to tell you that you're going the right way. Yeah, I feel like this really transitional from the first month, because when you rediscover something that you used to love, high tree in the first month, in the second month, you feel like you did not hold back. You're just like, oh, I remember I love to do this, so I'm gonna do it a lot. Yeah, it's giving that energy. But instead of doing it with just pure like and pure passion, you are now delve deeper into the topic. The example that I gave is you rediscover your passion for drawing in the first month. In the second month, you're like, I'm not just drawing for fun. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna study it. I'm gonna learn how to, the technique, learn some free course on YouTube, like really get into it. And it's gonna be quite liberating. I feel like it's gonna be quite fun for you. The Knight of Swords is giving this energy of not holding back, going fully into it, but go into it with strategy, with knowledge, and going into it knowing what you want to get out of it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It could be different for each of you, but this is the energy. It's like you're not holding back your passion, you not putting it off either. If you have been procrastinating about learning a certain thing, you're doing it in the second month. Maybe it's because your current energy, like you're purging, you're clearing out schedule, clearing out stuff. When you do that, you make room, a lot of room to do new things, or to come back and do the thing you used to do. So in the second month, you're gonna be studying a lot, whether that's like courses, if you're in university, or just pure hobbies. For example, I'm getting into coding myself. Like I just suddenly feel like I want to learn how to code. I'm taking free course online. It's just that simple. And I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but I just put it off or procrastinate. And I feel like in the second month pie tree, you're not doing that. You're literally finally gonna do that. You're not procrastinating. That's what I mean. If you want to learn like how to draw in a certain technique with certain tools, like for example, learning how to paint with oil pastel, like getting into it, you're getting the details, you're learning the techniques, and you're determined. I feel like this person is really determined to get the result that they were hoping for. That example of drawing is you have this image in your head, or you have this reference, and you're like, I want to be able to draw like that, or be able to copy that reference, like learn the technique to be able to draw like that. You're coming in with the knowledge and the goal in mind. You're going in knowing what you want to get out of what you're doing. Yeah, it's very intentional. Another example would be like if you rediscover your passion for playing violin. Now in the second month, you practice and you do it with the intention of, I want to be able to do this song. Not necessarily mastering, but more of like refining your skill, refining whatever it is that you're learning. And yeah, and you're having fun. I feel like if you're the type of person who hate school, for example, hate learning, hate education, this is so different, because in the second month you will love it. You love learning, you love the knowledge that you're getting. It giving like very into what you're doing, you're very into it, you're very focused, and you're like know that you're gonna be able to get what you intend out of it. Yeah. And I feel like you know where you're going, because I feel like in the first month I did mention that you're gonna be remembering your whys, I would say, remembering why you are doing this, where you're going, remembering your passion, your dream once again. And in the second month, once you remember the why, you have no problem doing the work, you know? You have no problem getting up and doing your thing, no procrastination, no putting it off, no questioning, no doubts. I feel like if your journey so far in getting towards what you want, like your dream, so far has been like start and stop, has been like inconsistent, has been like one day you're so determined, the second day you're doubting what you're doing. This can be pertaining to starting your own business as well, like entrepreneurship, doing your own thing. You can have that kind of journey where you're like very deep passionate, very determined, but then as the journey continue, there's doubt creeping in, there's fears, there's no result. Yeah, so there's the inconsistency. I feel like in the second month, you paying no mind to the outcome, to the result, you could say, or to the numbers. It's like you remember why you're doing what you're doing, and you're very consistent about it, and no matter the outcome, you still show up. Just know that in the second month, you will feel more focused than ever, determined, consistency. It's gonna be your body, your companion. There's no problem in procrastination. There's none of that. You're very determined, very intense, very focused, and you will get the thing you need done. It's like that example of taking a drawing course. You will be able to finish that course and in record times, and you will learn the techniques that you intend to learn with signing up in that course. It's like you're not here to play. You remember why you're doing what you're doing. Another example is if you were in like a course, for example, studying education route, like studying to be a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever. And then in the year that you were studying, you're like, why am I doing this? What's the point? Do I really like this? In the first month, you will get reminders why you pick the path you pick. It's gonna be something like that really touch your heart. And in the second month, you will not question your path anymore. If you have been questioning, doubting your choices, in the second month there will be none of that, and you just fully immerse yourself in your journey, and you are gonna get the result that you're looking for. You are gonna be in the level that you intend to be. With the example of the education route, like if you remember why you picked this course and you want to set a goal, like I expect to get this level of grade, and you put in the work, the consistency, the discipline, the devotion, and at the end of that exam you get the grade that you were set on. So if you have like goals, if you have aims, if you have certain numbers you want to aim in the second month, you will reach that number because you are determined to, and you know you can, and you know you're capable. You have the skill, you have the knowledge that you're gonna reach that number, that goal that you're gonna be setting in the second month, and you're gonna find out that you are capable of reaching that numbers. If it's not number, that's skill. Like I mentioned, if you were aiming to be able to learn how to draw, like the reference, you have a reference and you're like, I'm gonna be drawing like that after my course. At the end of your course, you will be able to draw exactly like your reference. In the second month, set the aim, set the goal, and you will reach it, and you will find out that you are capable and you are talented and you are able to reach it all along. That example of educational route is like if you've been doubting if you're gonna pass your course, if you're gonna pass your exam, like doubting your ability, doubting why you're doing this, having a hard time, and that's completely normal, that's completely fine. But in the second month, there won't be any of that, and you will pass all your exam, you will reach your goal. Yeah, because it's just like, you know you can, you know you're capable, so why not apply that? You know what I mean? It's like you never start something, for example, because people have the tendency to think, it's like I want to draw comic books, for example, but I'm not gonna start because there's no way I'll be able to do that. There's no way I'm capable of that. There's no way my skill is that level. People tend to stop themselves before they even start, tend to discredit their capability before they even start. It's like, I'm not gonna start because I'm not that skilled, I'm not a good artist, I can't draw like that, so why bother starting drawing a comic book, even though that's my dream. It's like this, and they put it off and they procrastinate. But in the second month by 3, you're gonna learn that whatever goal you're gonna set, you're gonna find out that your skill exceeds even that. And if you don't have the skill, you're gonna learn the skill, and there's none of that doubt. So it's a really good energy. It's giving the shirt as well, it's giving momentum. There will be momentum in the second month, and yeah, just know that you will reach that milestone, that goal that you set in the second month, and know that you has always been capable of reaching that goal. It's just that in the second month, you're just putting that knowledge to the test. Yeah. Now read number 47. Soft. Oh my god, page 111. Okay, 111. Yeah, it's gonna show you another card coming up is magician power, your manifesting power. But more than that, pie 3 in the second month, it's gonna show your skill, your knowledge, your capability that you thought wasn't enough for a while, but you will find out in the second month that you have it. You have the skill to reach whatever goal that you're gonna set or you're setting. 47. Soft. A sanctuary bath in soft light, your heart is receptive, inviting and gentle. It brings strength to the weary, comfort to the lonely, and healing to the wounded. It is a magnet for all that is needed for you, your beloved, your world. Don't imagine you must always be the fighter, going against the part of your nature that longs for harmony and peace. This is your time to be soft, to surrender, to let the subtle waves of the heart invite love in, and to receive. In doing so, you will give so much. This oracle brings you a message of peace. Surrender now. Be soft, even just for this moment of quiet reflection. You have perhaps been working too hard at growing and living. Take a moment to replenish and allow the divine to help you, dear one. Be soft so you are receptive to the divine. It is when we let go that we truly perceive the obstacle that lie between us and oneness with the divine lover. Let go and perceive that the divine lover is already awakened in your heart. You are the softness he desires. You help light his way. You nurtured all that he holds dear, though tempest cloud dismay. And in the quiet of the storm, his gentleness come true. And in the shelter of his arm, his heart is there for you. You're gonna find your journey easier in the second month because you're not doubting, you're not discrediting, you're not putting down your capabilities and denying who you are by 3 and what you're capable of. And it's like the journey has been rough and what you call that, not smooth, because you're like start and stop. It's like you were driving a car and every few minutes there's a red light and you have to stop, and those red lights represent your doubt in your own abilities and representing your limited belief creeping in. If you think in that analogy, the car won't be getting far if it keeps stopping. But I feel like in the second month you reach a level where there's no stopping you, there's no red light, there's only green light, and you can drive really far in terms of what you can do. And you will find out in the second month, you will find out what exactly you can achieve and capable of, because you're letting yourself, like you're uncapping yourself, instead of, oh, I'm not gonna start doing that because I don't have the skill. Instead of that mindset, you're gonna be, I'm gonna find out what I can do. I'm gonna find out exactly what my skills are and what I can do. And you will be surprised how much you know what you're doing. I feel like a lot of people joke about like even the most successful people don't know what they're doing, maybe discrediting their work a little bit, like oh, no one know what they're doing. But I feel like in the second month you're gonna know what you're doing by 2, and you're gonna own it. You're gonna know what you're doing. You might be able to teach what you're doing or even give advice about what you're doing. It's giving that example of if you are a university student and you're doing this course like law, for example, like so good that you can do private tutor, like you can be a tutor for someone who wants to get into the course that you're in. It's like that. Show off your skill, show off your capability, not in a way that's like proving what you can do, but in a way like you know all along that you can do it. You know all along that this is what you're capable of. Part 3, I'm gonna give you original poetry written by me. It's number 11. It's called My Mission. It begins with love and it ends with love. I know who I am. Your words, your judgment, your cruel eyes say a lot, but none of it have to do with me. What you think is possible or not is none of my business. So refrain from commenting on mine. I know what I am doing, and mostly my mission is to shine. Shine light onto your shadow, shine light on the truth, shine light on the unknown, shine light on the ego. You can't see me for who I am. My soul is leading the way, and unlike most people, I'm not afraid to follow. Yeah, you're not afraid. Or in the second month, you're not gonna be afraid of showing your process of what you're doing or speaking out like what you're doing. If someone asking you like, oh, what are you working on now? In the past, you might be going like, oh, I don't know, it's just for fun, it's just a hobby, and I actually don't know how it's gonna turn out, blah blah blah, like dimming down the goals in case you don't reach it and you will feel like embarrassed. But I feel like in the second month you're gonna be uncapping that. You're gonna be like, if someone asking you, oh, what are you working on now, you're gonna be going into details and you're gonna be going into the goals. For example, I'm working on this drawing, learning how to draw, and my goal is to be able to draw a comic at the end of this year. I want to release like a comic book with my drawing. Like you're gonna be so in detail, so confident, and like not shy about what you're aiming for. Yeah, because you know you're doing it, you know you're capable of doing it. Yeah, that's the difference. So that's your energy in the second month, Pi 3. Pi 3, we're moving on to your last month, the third month, and you got the 7 of Swords. Number 2, resources, and number 68, drop into your heart. Okay. Yeah, I think I mentioned in the second month where you're gonna be finding out like what you're capable of, and in the third month it's gonna be enlightening. I heard about who you are. I feel like by 3, you might have a bit of cloak view of yourself, as in you might not have the full vision, a full version of who you really are. Like you, I mean, it's a given, we can't see ourselves like fully. We can't see ourselves from like a third perspective or a higher perspective. It's really hard to do that. But I feel like in the third month, you might be able to achieve that. You might be able to finally see this version of you that you don't know about, or like you will see the uncloaked version of you. You will see the full version of you, or see a version of you from a third perspective, from a higher perspective, from a point of view that you never thought before. I feel like when we think of ourselves, like imagine ourselves or have a view of ourselves, there is this, I want to say prejudice for some reason. There is this shortcoming, or there is this limit that we identify or put in identity. It's like that example. I can't draw like that. That example of I won't be able to do that, or that example of I can't achieve that goal is not for me. I'm not the type to do that. I'm not capable enough yet to do that. It's like there's this limit, you could say, belief drill into the identity we gave ourselves, and it's like self-create, if you know what I mean. It's like self-brand but it might not be entirely our fault. It might be program from society, or you know how you were raised. It's like that example of if you a woman, you're raised a certain way and raised to see yourself a certain way, doing a certain things, you know, and from society point of view, if you're a woman, you're raised and you're programmed to see yourself a certain way because you're a woman. For example, women should be more, you know, polite, nice, more sweet. I don't know, it's just this prejudice that are feed into us and make us have this skewed view of ourselves based on, you know, gender or based on our capabilities. Yeah, I feel like in the third month, you peeling all that away, like shedding it away, and I feel like it's pertaining to your current energy. It's still your journey of purging, like you're still purging even in the third month, but in the third month you're purging identity, you're purging this view of yourself, this image, self-image that doesn't really match who you really are by 3, because I feel like you will discover in the second month that who you really are, it's really capable, like really capable, really skilled, very talented, very passionate, very go-getter. Like if you're called, for example, like, oh, pi 3, you're inconsistent, like you're a procrastinator, you're lazy, you will never hit that goal. It's like in the second month, you'll be like, watch me. Like, I don't believe that. Let me try, let me see. I don't believe that label. And in the third month, you will fully see finally that, yeah, what they said was wrong. The label was wrong. I was consistent. I can be. It's like you're proving someone wrong in the third month. Either like actual people or either your own thoughts, your own doubt, your own limited belief. You're gonna be proving a lot of I want to say pre-notion, preconceived idea wrong. It's like, for example, this is just a inaccurate percentage. For example's sake, it's like only 60% entrepreneur are male and the other 40 are female, because male have more characteristic fitted to be an entrepreneur and a leader. I don't know, it's something like that, and you're gonna prove that wrong by 3. You're gonna be like, let me see. If you're a woman, you're gonna be like, let me see about that number. The number doesn't matter, the disadvantage doesn't matter. If there was a disadvantage in how you view yourself, instead of it being a disadvantage, it's gonna be your strength, it's gonna be your motivator. Personal example, so I'm Asian and I'm living in Ireland, which is a white country. And most of the room I enter, I became the minorities. I became like either the only Asian people in the room, whatever. It's like that. It's like beating the odds of something. It's also giving representation. It's like your disadvantage is not gonna hold you back. That example I could go on is when I was in college, there were only 2 Asian people in my class, me and one other Asian, and like the rest of the class was like white. And I'm like, okay, I'm clearly a minority, and it's giving that energy. But instead of, for you by in the third month, instead of being like, you know, even ashamed or being like, this is a disadvantage, this is a setback, this is an odd thing, like odd as in not favorable, in the third month you're gonna find that actually that was your weapon, like that was your biggest advantage, biggest motivator, you know. Yeah, it's giving that energy for some reason. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna see who you are clearly, your capability, and you're gonna realize how you were viewing yourself in a way that's, I don't want to say it, but in a way that's lesser than who you are. Yeah, in the third month, you're gonna feel like your worth is not based on achievement, based on, I want to say skin color for some reason, on race, on gender. Those are 3D things, right? Like age, gender, status, position, achievements, numbers. These are 3D things, and 3D stuff, it does matter, but at the end of the day, it's an illusion. It's baseless. It doesn't say anything about who you really are. It does represent like what you can do and what you bring to the table, but at the end of the day, it's not showing the wisdom of your soul. It's like in the third month, you're gonna see those for what they are. Those things doesn't make a person who they are. Like, what makes a person who they are is how they see themselves. It's how they treat themselves and how they treat others. You're gonna see that clearly in the third month. Pie tree is like if you were admiring someone, for example, like this person because they have the thing that you want, like they're in the position that you want. Like for example, that person is a famous artist and they make a lot of money selling their art, and that's amazing, and you admire that and you're inspired by that, and you're like, wow, that person is so capable, like they're doing what you want. But then you're gonna see through the illusion of achievement. We're not like discrediting the work or the achievement. You're gonna realize in the third month that it's not all there is about you as a person. You're gonna realize that, oh, that artist, even with how much they achieve, it seems like they don't really like themselves. For example, they might be really like not confident and they might be self-deprecating, and you notice that and you're like, even for like an artist very successful as the person I admire, they still doesn't feel worthy or feel confident. That's weird. It's like you're gonna have this realization, pie tree. You're gonna see through the facade, the crack of characteristic, I feel like, of people and what they do and what they have. Like you admire that person, that they have what you want, but you don't really vibe with how they treat themselves or how they talk about themselves. You're gonna be able to see, what is that saying? Or glitter on gold, something like that. You're gonna be able to see people, see things. You could even say, see your path for the heart that it is, the zone behind it. Yeah, you're gonna recognize the zone behind people works and who they are, and especially your own thing. It's like when you create something, you're gonna see like, am I doing this because I want to or because I thought I need to? Like for example, if you're drawing, are you drawing it in a way this way because you thought it's more like marketable, or are you drawing because you want to express yourself? Is there a soul? Is there a heart behind what you're doing? Yeah, it's giving quality over quantity, you know? It's giving, I want to make this with love, with intention. Create this with intention instead of what you think other people would like. In the third month, you're gonna be cracking behind the scene, behind like the glitz and glamours, and you're gonna be re-evaluate. Yes, I do want the life, that successful person life. Like I do want what they're doing, I want to do what they're doing, but I do not want to live the way they live or have that kind of relationship with myself. Like you're gonna be able to discern your values by tree. There will be a lot revealing to you in the third month, particularly about yourself. You will find out that you're more capable than you are, and you will learn that you tend to hold back, but not anymore. In the third month, there's this knowing of like, when you look at that successful person, for example, successful artist that you want to be, when you see them, you're like, I can be them. That's me. There's no differentiate. There's no like, oh, that person is above me because they're more successful. That person is above me because they're richer or they're, I don't know. It's like there's none of that anymore. There's just like, oh, they're successful. I want to be like them, so I'm gonna be like them. There's no reason that I can't be. I'm as capable as them. I can be successful as them. Yeah, there's this realization that you're not seeing yourself as separate from the person, from the people you admire. You realize you have the ability to stand in that position as well. And this will be a big realization. I feel like it might even be quite shocking to you, by tree, because it feels like for so long you have believed these lies about yourself, but it might not be intentional, but like believe that, oh, you couldn't do it, it couldn't happen, it for sure wouldn't happen. Like even if I'm successful, for example, if I'm a successful artist, I would never be that successful like that person. Like it would never happen. It's like this lie that you might unconsciously tell yourself or hold back. This limit is gonna be uncapped in the third month. It's gonna be noticed. You're gonna notice these little hold me back comments. This little like, it's never gonna happen. You know, like this unconscious normalized comment that you make about yourself what you're doing with other people, you're gonna take notice of that and you're gonna challenge them. Yeah, you're gonna challenge them and you're gonna realize that the only reason it's not gonna happen is because you said so. So if you say it differently, if you go, what if it's happened? What if I can be where they're standing? What if I can make it too? When you rewrite that narrative, it just changes how you're gonna see yourself. Yeah, I hope this makes sense. I feel like this one is really hard to get. It's really vague. But with resources, if you need resources, if you need connection to further your work, your goal, you will have it. Like that example of you're trying to draw, trying to do a manga, for example, a comic book, with your own drawing, trying to publish it. With resources, you will be able to find like the right publisher, the right manufacturer, the right editor, whatever that you need. The resources will come to you naturally. And amazingly as well, it's like, oh, I was thinking of getting this. And you get it. For example, a new printer. In the third month, you will find that you can manifest it like that. Someone might give you a printer. You might find it on sale. It's like, oh, I need this. Exactly. And here it is. And it just proves to you that you're not doing it alone. It just proves to you that you have help and the spirit, your spirit team, your higher self, your angels are helping you along your path, and you're not doing it alone with resources. Especially, I'm gonna read 6-8 into your heart, page 153. There is a place of light within that no darkness can touch. It cannot be shamed. It can never be made impure. It is never lost or darkened or unavailable to us. Though we may forget sometime, sitting in a darkened room and not realizing that we can stand up and walk into the light so close to us, just on the other side of the doorway to the heart. Whatever may arise, great joy, great sorrow, drop into your heart and offer it to the divine. Gently bowing your forehead to your hands in prayer. Connect mind to heart. Let yourself have some peace. It wants you, you know. This oracle bring you an offering. The divine would like you to offer whatever is bringing your heart trouble, or of course, joy. The divine would like to receive this from you as a gift, that it may return to you some special blessing. Place your hands at your heart, and in genuine reflection, perhaps you may choose to offer your heart burden or light now. Either will be joyfully received by the divine, and you shall be graced with a gift in return. Longing, the dance to move beyond the feeling that draws me forward to a place born within that calls my soul to feel complete. Yes, you're gonna surrender to who you are. By 3 of the third month, you're gonna be like, why did I think that I can't do it? You're gonna surrender that to the divine. You're gonna give up your limited belief, your askew version, identity, that you think this is you, or the illusion. You're giving it up to the divine. You're like, here is all the illusion that has been programmed into me. Let the divine unveil, uncloak, take it away, and let me see clearly who I am and what I'm doing. Like I mentioned, you're gonna see the soul behind the work. You're gonna see the heart behind your work, other people's work, and what you're doing. And that's gonna make a massive difference in how you create and how you move forward. Because now there must be intention. Because from now on there must be intention, and there must be like a genuine connection in your path and what you're doing. Ultimately, that will make it more fulfilling. Yeah. By 3, I'm gonna give you an original poetry written by me, number 68. It's called Blessed One. I'm so glad to find my heart hasn't hardened. I wish you all well. The strength in me I had summoned to let it all go. I can finally see the road back home. Cause I closed one door, another one appeared suddenly and beckoned me gently. I looked back once last time just to bid goodbye. The world has taught me so much, and my biggest lesson was I will always be enough. There's nothing to stop me now for stepping into my power. She's waiting for me to come home, my divine mother. I was blessed with gift, with luck, with fortune, but the love, the kindness, the innocence was all mine from the very beginning. You ask me why I am the chosen one. It's because I was born loving. From the moment I opened my eyes, the universe declared, here is the blessed one, the kindest human alive. Yes, you are blessed pie 3, I feel like you have not been able to see yourself in a loving way, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because the world has taught you to harden, or the way you were raised at seeing yourself not in a loving way. But in the third month, you will be able to see yourself clearly. And clear, I mean like in a way that's distilled from illusion, which is loving. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Okay, pie 3, that's it for the prediction of the next 3 months. And I also did a similar one in my Tumblr. It's also the same question, the prediction of next 3 months, but in written form, and it's really good. I highly recommend. If you want, you can check out my Tumblr below to see the same reading. It's very detailed as well. So yeah, thank you so much, pie 3, for sticking to the end. It's quite long. And I want to thank your high self, your spirit team, your angels for letting me do this for you, for letting me read for you. And yeah, thank you, Pachi, for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.